now? How's that? Testing. Yeah, okay, cool. Thanks, Daniel Andre. You saved me. I was just saying, I fixed the chat so you guys can be famous now. You just type to me and it'll show up on the stream. Yesterday, whenever I had the Dark Wolf Gamer talking to me, I didn't realize his chat wasn't showing up until I watched that video back. And I was seeing like this YouTube symbol show up over my head. And I was like, hold on, like something's wrong with my settings. So I went through and I changed like the opacity and like the type of chat, and I had to like repick the open broadcaster color for the chroma key. Like I don't know how to explain it, but I figured out how to make it work. So now we got chat. So Daniel Andre, what you up to, man? Are you NA or EU? Because I got viewers from either side of the world here. A lot of the times, the earlier guys are all the EU guys. That's why I ask. I got a quest that's sending me over here to the Arathi Highlands. I just accepted it. I didn't realize it would just port me. Today we may be doing a collab with a special guest. I don't know if you saw the title, and I don't know if you know of the name or the reference, but we'll see what happens. I talked to him yesterday, and he said that he'd be down for some kind of a collab. We weren't sure if we were going to do like an RP thing, or we did like a skit or something, or if we were going to do just like, some runs. You're South Africa. Okay, so you're my Skyrim viewer, right? You and your buddy. I haven't got on Skyrim in a while, man. I know my cousin's actually the one with the PlayStation that has the VR headset. So when I go visit him in Austin, he's like an hour away. That's whenever I do the VR thing. Last time I was playing, like he plays a lot of competitive games. Like I don't know if you've heard of Tekken. It's like a fighting game, like almost like Street Fighter. But he'll be playing that a lot, and I don't know if there's any other game that gets him as worked up. But if he loses or something, or if he's been drinking too much and he gets irritable, he'll start tossing and throwing his controllers. So, like I don't know if that's what happened to his VR controllers. But I don't know if it's just because they're not charged or what. But last time I was playing, his right and left triggers were kind of boo-boo, so it was a little rough playing Skyrim with that. But it's all good because my brother, he's got a PlayStation in the same house. Like, they live together, so I could borrow his controller if I go back maybe this weekend or the weekend after that. He said, yes, you remember. He's like, oh, that's why you don't play much. Yeah, you love Tekken? Man, I'm good with Tekken. Heihachi Mishima, and Brian Fury. Those are my two go-to. I like Brian because he can keep the pressure on, and he's really fast and powerful. Heihachi's just powerful. But, yeah, I like those two guys. And I dabble in a little bit of martial law and maybe a little bit of Xiao Yu. But Xiao Yu's like, I got to be pretty comfortable with who I'm fighting if I'm running with Xiao Yu. And Jin, I like Jin a whole lot more before they changed his fighting style. Now he's got this new, like, Aikido or something. Bever Game says, Elude! What's up, Bever? What's going on, man? Good morning. Today we might get Tribaleyes in. I was just telling the stream. Daniel Andre says, Brian is the man. Yeah, man. Brian Fury. Right? Like, he does that little uppercut move. Well, it's like down, forward, and triangle. You got to kind of work the forward and down, but you hit him with it, and he'll go and slam him. He'll do like an uppercut into their gut and pick them up in the process and just slam them down on the ground. Brian Fury, man, he's relentless. Straight ruthless. There's a quest over here. It's the Lion's Roar. It's an honor-bound quest. It feels good to fly, by the way. But I'm going to do the Lion's Roar over here. Let's join this group. Because I have one of those tokens to re-roll if I don't get anything good. Look, they're already starting. Okay. Siege up ended? What does that mean? I have no idea what's going on. I just jumped into this. I need to get this range indicator away. Yeah, man, I don't know if you know, but this is called World of Warcraft. This is Battle for Azeroth, the most recent expansion that came out. I was actually a little late on getting in on it, but I went ahead and not too long ago, maybe like a couple weeks ago, I started really hitting it hard. trying to catch all my characters up. I don't know what it is, but every time there's a new big patch or a new expansion or something like that, something IRL happens that keeps me from jumping right on it. Oh, I got a chest piece. 75% upgrade. I'm going to take my chances and roll again. Artifact power. That's okay. Wow, I can't believe I've already got level 19 on my Azurite chest. Or Azurite. Heart of Azeroth, rather. Daniel Andre says he did a laughing, and then Bever says, and it sucks. What sucks, Bever? What do you mean? You better not be saying BFA. BFA is the shit, man. Well, I don't know, like, I guess if I was out during release, like where everybody else was, there seemed to be a lot of issues with classes and balancing and stuff like that. And also, like, bugs in the game with quests and stuff like that. Not a problem for me. I just missed that initial push, so I guess I came in after they fixed it all or something. But I don't mind that. I don't mind missing the wave. I don't mind missing the big rush of all the other, you know, I think about, I don't know if y'all seen, it's some Pixar movie, I forget what. I want to say Finding Nemo or something like that, but there are these like seagulls or something. They're out by the water, and they see food or anything like that, and they're like, mine, 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 and then they all start popping up, and they're like, mine, mine. that feels like whenever we get a new expansion and a new patch, and the entire like community of World of Warcraft pop up in that frenzy where they're like, mine, 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 and they start panicking whenever they see things not exactly the way they imagined, or like when they change something that was like the favorite aspect of a class for them, they just start wigging out like that, like mindless seagulls. Daniel Andre says, there's such delay in the chat. I sent a laughing face long ago. I'm actually not reading it the moment you send it, so the delay is probably just me. 2 minutes ago? Let's see. The laughy face was at 7:53 a.m. That was 3 minutes ago, yeah. But like, I get focused sometimes and I don't always look at the chat. So that could be it. Here, look, we could do a test right now. Right here, down here in the bottom right corner, I don't know if that's big enough for y'all to see. It says 7:56 a.m. Right now, Daniel Andre, he sent that well 2 minutes ago message at 7:55 a.m. So that's within a minute. I'm looking at that one. But if you post something else, we'll look at the time when you post it and the time down here on the game. We can see if it's really a delay. Because I did have a stream delay set up. I was PvPing or doing PvP objectives, and I had to put a delay on. So like, if I was playing WoW, for example, I can go war mode, which is toggling PvP on. And anybody that's watching can run up to where I'm at and try to kill me. So I had like a 2 minute delay before, but I thought I took it off. Pretty sure I took it off. Also, new feature for the screen. I got a camera 1 and camera 2, so when I'm looking at the browser, I got camera 2 over here. And then when I'm playing the game, I can go back to camera 1. Pretty legit. Got 2 cams. Daniel Andre says, it's 3:57 p.m. for me right now. He said that at 7:57, and in-game I got 7:57, so I think we're okay. Over here on the realm that I'm playing on Karazhan EU, it's 3 p.m. So you're an hour ahead in South Africa. You're an hour ahead of Paris and Europe. Paris, France, and other parts of Europe. Bever says, Elude, if I was you, you should play EVE Online again. There aren't many streamers on YouTube and Twitch, so it could be nice to start streaming that. I tried EVE Online, and I was streaming it for a bit. And you're right, there are people hungry to watch that content. Like, there are people interested in watching, you know. You could tell that there's a demand in that area. But for me, like, I don't know if it was just because I was playing by myself, or because I was like so completely lost, and like maybe there's a bit of a learning curve in the game, or what. Like, I'm not sure exactly what it was, but I wasn't getting into it like that. I was getting restless a lot. because I just didn't know what was good or what I could do or what was fun. Now, if it was like every time I log in, I had like you and maybe a few other people, coming to chill, that could be fun. It's a free game, so it's like there's not any excuse me, not any reason not to. Bromka Paladin, do you wish to return to Zoldazar? Uh, I yeah, send me to Zoldazar, I guess. I mean, there's all these quests here, but I don't know if I need to do those. Is this for the war fronts? I might have to do these to unlock war fronts, but I'm not sure like what the benefit of that is or why I should do it. Daniel Andre says the delay is less than a minute. It's like 30 seconds because I only see my message come up on the screen like 30 seconds after. Oh yeah, yeah. That's just internet delay, man, because we're on different continents and all that. But that's fine. At least it's not too bad. Send me to Zoldazar? Yeah, I think send me to Zoldazar. Mainly because right now I have I've got this strategy that I've been kind of trying to power level the paladin up to take advantage of. So we have the WoW's 14th anniversary right now, and we also have Sign of the Emissary for world quests. So the combination of the two, for example, Celebration Package, will increase all of my experience, which I took full advantage of that because I leveled my paladin with it. But also reputation gains are increased by 14%. That's cool because Sign of the Emissary, the weekly objective here, is reputation gains from world quests are increased by 50%. So reputation, 50%, celebration package, reputation, 14%. That's 54% right there. So, I'm sorry, 64% math. So that's 64% increased rep. And for a new tune such as Elude Stalwart here, I could totally use that rep. So I might just try to get as many of these world quests done as possible with the reputations that I care about. Which is, I mean, primarily honor bound because you get the Magar orcs from that, but then also like, I don't know, Champions of Azeroth are really good. They get, I forget what they give, but I may want to actually just prioritize doing the emissaries first and then figuring out which faction I want to rep with. Bever says, for me, it's a fun game to stream and got a lot of subs from it. Besides, yesterday I killed 2 station EN, got 1 station down to structure. Oh. Daniel says, also, all the internet in South Africa is from medieval times. Oh, man. I hear that, man. Whenever I was deployed a couple times and we were actually in Iraq, we had a steady 3,000 millisecond latency on anything we were doing. So 3,000 milliseconds is 3 seconds. So I would be playing WoW, for example, and say the Zandalari fishmonger was the person I was trying to kill in Warsong Gulch. Now, most of the time you're like trying to stay right up on them and attack them, but whenever you're 3 seconds behind, you have to look at the direction he's traveling in, and he's going that way. So I would have to run 3 seconds ahead of him, about right here, to hit him. And I'd be doing my rotation as I'm like chasing the flag carrier, and this is what it looks like on my screen. And I'd be sitting there doing my attacks. And for the paladin here, they're all instant casts, right? So I would hit the button. You see the button light up whenever I push it. Once it lights up, I would guess about how long this cast would take to finish, and then I would hit escape to finish that highlight, and then I'd switch to the next button. Then I'd hit escape to finish that highlight, and then I'd hit the next button. Keeping in mind that everything's on a 3-second delay, and on my screen, I was just running in front of the guy, and my entire bar would be lit up with moves. And then all of a sudden, this guy would speed up and die or something like that, or speed up and then I would get killed. But then all my moves would just fire off all at once. So it was kind of crazy. I know what you mean with the internet, man. Like, that's just, yeah. What was even more crazy is that same internet connection I was running I don't know if you guys know of Karazhan, like the actual raid. I was right in Karazhan. We were doing the Plague Quarter. It's one of the 4 wings in Karazhan, and they have one boss named Hygen the Unclean, and that guy, he would stand up here on the stage, and as he was standing on the stage, lava would start spouting out across the entire room, everywhere except for one section. So there was probably like, I don't know, 6 to 8 different sections or something like that, maybe 4 or 5, I can't remember. But initially, while he was up here, you'd be down here trying to like fight the. I don't know if there was ads or if you just fight him from here, but you'd stand next to the stage in section 1. Shit would start happening, like you're dispelling the disease he's putting out and stuff like that, and lava would go up in all the sections except for that first one. Then after that, you go to the second section, and then lava would spout up in the section you were just at, and then all the rest of the sections except for the one that you just moved to. So you would do that, like after lava would spout, you'd move. Lava would spout, you'd move. Lava would spout, you'd move. And it would take a little bit for the thing to go through all the way, but on my screen, the lava didn't make sense. Like you couldn't trust the animation because of like what I was just saying, 3,000 millisecond latency. So you'd have to keep in mind in your head what section you were on. And you couldn't even look at your raid members because you'd see them 3 seconds after whatever they did. So you really had to do it by yourself and keep in mind where you were at while you're doing your rotation and still hitting exit every time you were doing a cast because all your moves would start queuing up. And I think I was a healer. I was a holy pally, a Shakadin back in Wrath of the Lich King. And I was sitting there managing the lava like that, and it looked confusing as all get out on my screen. I'm trying not to cuss. But it looked very confusing on my screen, but I was still able to keep in mind like the mechanics of the fight and keep people topped off and healed up. And it's even harder for a healer because like when someone takes a burst of damage, you're already 3 seconds too late to heal them up. So what ended up happening was it eventually boiled down to just me and this druid bear tank. It took us 45 minutes to 2-man this. I think it was a 25-man boss. I don't think it was a more than 25 though. Maybe it was a 10-man. Like, don't let me lie to you. I think, yeah, no, it wasn't a 25-man because I couldn't run those because the latency was too bad. It had to have been a 10-man. So it was just me and this druid, and the rest of the raid was dead from the lava. It was crazy, man. I was all shaking and stuff after the 45 minutes. I was a smoker back then, so I went out and chain smoked afterwards. And what was even more cool is like 3 of my buddies that were deployed with me. They lived in different housing around the area. We lived in like a little trailer park because, you know, the combat housing units that we lived in were just trailers. They come over to my room and start knocking on the door like 10 minutes after they died to see what I was doing because I wasn't out smoking yet. And they actually came in my room and they were like screaming their heads off and asking me like, how the fuck are you doing that? Because they could see my screen and how chaotic it looked. But then like they were all dead because, you know, they're on the same internet connection. So like they come over and they're watching the fight through my screen and I'm sitting there shaking for like 45 minutes healing this bear up. And there's like a couple times he almost ate it and I had to pull off some cool paladin things like lay on hands, or I had divine plea to keep my mana up. And I was a Shakadin, so every time I crit, like back then I would get replenishment, which restored a portion of my mana, and then it also gave like the replenishment buff to the party and raid members. And that was like the only way I was keeping my mana up was divine plea and then all my crits because I had a really good geared pally. But yeah, we took the boss down. Needless to say, I was outside. I was getting praised and people were talking shit and everything. But it was like one of my most epic WoW moments ever. Pink Rose, what's up, Pink Rose? Pink Rose says, hi, Elude, how's you doing today? I'll catch up on chat. Sorry, I had a little memory flashback there, nostalgia and all that. All right, so we got Pink Rose showed up. Good morning, Pink Rose. How's it going? You don't have a warrior named Pinklet, do you? Because I've been running around and I've been seeing this warrior named Pinklet everywhere. Daniel Andre says, we also get power outages almost every day. Our municipality is known for not being the most devoted. Oh, that sucks, Daniel. That's not too uncommon, though. Like, even where I'm living right now, we get a power outage maybe once every few months. But we'll get it, like, our power will go out for, like, 10 minutes or something. We'll be like, what the hell's going on? So Uh, Bever says, "Hey, Pink Rose." Pink Rose says, "Hi." Daniel says, "So when I'm playing games, chances are it'll turn off." Oh, okay. Right on, man. It's frustrating, but I never let that stop me. Even whenever I was in Iraq, the 3 or 4 guys that would come over and they'd hang out whenever we were playing and stuff like that. All they would do is complain about the internet. Like we know the internet's messed up. Like I wouldn't dwell on it. I would try to work with it, and I thought to myself like this isn't going to stop me. So I would still play, and that's kind of how I'd figure out how to play like that because, you know, if you're playing and it's lagging, you get frustrated. You want to log off. So a lot of I would assume a lot of them is that's what they would do. They would start playing, it would lag a bit, and then they get frustrated. Maybe they die or something, and then they log off. For me, it's just like when you're running Mythics, you get the different affixes. That's what the power outages or the internet connection would feel like to me. It's like, oh, okay, so I'm playing with a 3,000 millisecond latency affix. So that's the rules of the game. Like everything I do, I'm 3 seconds behind. Game on. Like that didn't bother me. I was still playing World of Warcraft in a third world country, so I was thankful. But Daniel Andres Bever said respect, RESPECT. Daniel says ours is from like 3 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Yeah, 5-hour power outages. I hear you there, man. When we would have them in Iraq, it was 140 degrees outside during the summer, and it was actually every chew that we had, like it was a trailer split up into 3 rooms. Each of those had an AC unit for each of those 3 rooms inside of that one trailer. And these rooms are like big enough for 2 people. Like me and my roommate would live in there. And when the power went out in that, like you're sitting inside of a tin can in 140 degree heat with no AC. I wouldn't even know the power went out until like 1 p.m. because I'd work the night shifts from like, I think we went in, I want to say 8, no, 9. We went in at 9 p.m. and we worked until 9 a.m. So 12-hour shifts. I would get off of work at 9 a.m. because I'd work the night shift. And then I'd go back in my room and pass out for a few hours until the power went out. And I'd wake up in a pool of my own sweat. I'd be like, what the hell's going on? all like soaked like I was just born or something. And I'd have to step outside and I'd open the door and you could hear people talking because it'd be like eerie quiet. Because, after living there for so long and hearing the thrum of the ACs going woo, like constantly woo, when that shuts off and it's just silence, all you can hear is people's footsteps in the gravel or them outside like yelling at each other or talking shit. We'd step outside and sweating, a lot of us just like miserable because we were just up for 12 hours and we got woke up in the middle of our night, which is the middle of the day, and we just start chain smoking, waiting for the power to come back on. And it was like you were saying, it wasn't 5 hours, but it was like maybe 3 hours. So we would go in the next day at work just drained and tired and trying to stay awake. Yeah, man. So I can kind of relate, man. I know that how bad that sucks. Bever says, "Come live in the Netherlands. We got good internet and power, and this language is the best." Right on, Bever. Pigro says, "Good, thank you. No, I still not on my account at the moment. Still need to download the game still." Oh, okay. But you got that Beast PC now, right? So whenever you do play after your baby duties and all that stuff, you're gonna at least be able to run it better than you did before, right? Bever says, and of course the stroopwafel. Stroopwafel? Is that a Netherlands? Copy stroopwafel. I'm gonna find out what that is. Stroopwafel. Translate stroopwafel. Oh, it's a Dutch pronunciation. Stroopwafel. Stroopwafel? Ooh, listen. Oh, I can't listen. It's a syrup waffle or treacle waffle. It's made from 2 thin layers of baked batter. It has a caramel-like syrup filling in the middle. They were first made in the town of Gouda in the Netherlands in 1784. That's the stroopwafel. Oh, nice. That does look good. Daniel says, damn, I have to go study for history and geography as I have them tomorrow. I'll try to be here for the next stream. All right, man. I'm trying to keep a consistent schedule, Monday through Friday at the very least. You'll see me streaming around this time for at least like 3 or 4 hours, maybe two. We'll say 2 or 3 hours. Yesterday was almost 4 hours, but that's kind of an abnormality. But most of the time, I'm here for a couple hours around this time. Bever says that's a cookie, and Pink Rose says yep. Oh, Pink Rose would say yep to the PC thing. Right on, right on. I got a max level EU character now, so whenever you do come back, we'll be able to run together. I think today we might be running with Tribaleyes. I was talking to him yesterday. He's been wanting to hook up and do a collab, as have I. It was actually like something that I've been wanting to do lately, is like with other streamers and stuff like that, like you, Salty, and Tribal, and whoever else. Like, I'd really love to have two different sides of the story. Like, whenever we were playing vanilla and you and I were running together and we were hosting each other's stream and stuff like that, that was fun. That was cool. I forget what separated. Oh, because there was like all those other games. That's the thing that ruins it the most for me, at least in my past experience running with people, is game hopping. I'm not very much a fan of game hopping. I want like a continuous story with like dialogue and all that stuff like that. And I mean, I get that with WoW, at least you run out of stuff to do whenever the new patches or you're waiting for the new patch to come out or something like that. I'm gonna switch over to the browser for a second. I got something I got to do. That 370 chest, I need to find out if it's spec'd right. This is what I do. I exported all that Ask Mr. Robot information. Let me show you. Right here, got that line of code. Copy that, and then I'm going over to the browser here, and that's where I pasted it right here. Import from add-on, and then I tell it do a gear check, and then it says, hey, that chest you got right there, that chest, go for Indomitable Justice on it, and then it says don't worry about the other ones. So I'm gonna come back over here to the game, and that chest that I picked up, I'm gonna grab the Indomitable Justice. There it is. And what that does is every time I judge them, or it says judgment deals additional damage when your health percentage exceeds the target's up to 4337 damage. So I just have to have a higher percentage. So if a mob has 2 million hit points and he's at 90%, even if I only have 80k hit points and I'm at 91%, I'll do this increased damage here with my judgment, which is nice because that's a good opener. A lot of the times I'll be running up and Blade of Justice or Judgment is a 30-yard range. Blade of Justice is a 12-yard range. So I can oftentimes get that Judgment off as I'm running up. And I have 100% hit points usually. And most of the time whenever we initially start attacking something, they have that 99% hit points. So that'll work. Bever says, we can do that again. He says, about 30 minutes, I'm home, and I will start streaming BFA again with you if possible. That sounds good, man. I don't know if me and Tribal will already be doing something, but you're welcome to join us if you do. I don't know what we're going to be doing. I'm not sure if we're going to do, like, max level stuff, or if we're going to, like, start new tunes, or what. If we're going to be rating, like, LFR, or maybe we'll do a Mythic or something. I feel like I'm pretty undergeared, though. I don't know if I'd be able to... I mean, skill-wise, I know I could avoid mechanics and interrupt whenever I'm supposed to and offer my party utility items if my DPS isn't very good. But I don't know if other people are going to see or recognize that. When I try to join their party, they'll probably be like, nah, brah, you're not even 300 item level. Get out of here with your weak ass. I don't want to cause any waves, bro. Beaver says, be right back. I have to hop off the train. All right, Beaver. I'll see you in a bit, man. Pink Rose, how's the baby and baby mama doing? Y'all doing well? I hope y'all are doing okay. Happy holidays. 'Tis the season and all that. Okay. These follower missions, I don't really know what to prioritize when I'm looking at them. These augment runes are good. I'll probably go for that. But my first priority is usually the reputation, so... I'll do that one. Can I get bonus? No, no bonus. I guess I like those augment runes, so I'll go for that. And then we'll get the rare for the most Azurite. And a 25% chance, which isn't a very good chance to get that. I care less about getting the gold because I feel like if I'm trying to make gold, I can go make gold by actually making gold. Instead of waiting on my followers to bring me back some. One thing that's important to note about these that I learned recently was as you're... Oh, nice. That finished. As you're doing these, you'll get if you keep the progress going and you keep leveling up your followers and stuff like that, eventually you'll start seeing outposts. So for us, being Horde, when you go to Kulturass, over here you don't have as many flight paths or options for flight paths as the Alliance does. I think the same is true vice versa for them when they're on Zandalar. But if you're doing your follower missions here, you'll actually start seeing outposts starting to pop up. So you can send your followers off on a mission to secure an outpost in like Tirisgard. So instead of having to like get all this like this flight path here, well, I start with this flight path. Instead of actually having to run all the way the hell out here, and a lot of this area is taken over by ally, so as you're running through, like town guards are chasing you almost everywhere you go. And you die very easily, and the graveyard's usually somewhere far off and inconvenient, and blah, 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 blah. But instead of having to do that, if you chill for a minute and you get all your followers leveled up, you can start getting outposts that'll give you more connecting nodes throughout that continent, so you can fly over all that bullshit. At least that's what I think. That was my initial impression. I unlocked a few in Drustvar, actually, on, I want to say... Who was it? Who was the Psycho Crusher? On Psycho Crusher I did. I wanted to say Nightmare, but... Whoever says, we can start new tunes, the undead stuff. Yeah, I still have my mage work, the mage, so we could hop on them. Pink Rose says, yep, we doing good, thank you. How's your family doing? We're doing alright. I was doing that 9 to 5 thing for a while, and we were missing each other because I was working, what was it, Monday? Well, I was working Monday pretty much the whole week except for Tuesday and Wednesday. I don't know how you would explain that. Sunday to Saturday. I was off Tuesday and Wednesday though, and my wife was off Saturday and Sunday, and we kept missing each other. Like every time we'd have our day off, like I would come here and pretty much just be chilling with the kids and not seeing my wife because she didn't get off until like 7 o'clock. And then she'd go over there and see me on the weekends, and I wouldn't get off until 8 o'clock. So we saw each other for like 30 minutes on the weekends, and that wasn't working. So I had to stop working in Austin. My initial idea was I'll work in Austin and we'll start saving up money and then eventually move over there and, you know, be closer and on the same schedule. And we figured we could do it because, like, you know, both of us were in the military. We've been through deployments, so we know that we can last after 15 months of separation at a time. But I was starting to get, like, what's the opposite of nostalgia? I was getting that. And, like, after 2 months, I just had to throw in the towel. I was like, no, I'm not doing this again. I don't want to be away from my family anymore. So, unfortunately and fortunately, here I am back. Kind of fortunately because, honestly, I want this to become something. I don't need it to be like, you know, some like glamorous lifestyle or anything like that with 1 million subscribers and half of those, you know, supporting my channel or anything like that. I want, like, maybe, you know, a handful of subscribers, like you guys that have been here from the start. I still need to show y'all love in some way. I just wish I wasn't always broke. But, like, I don't know. I want something intimate that's like, you know, a small group of people that I can remember all their names. And you guys know who I am. I know who you are. And maybe at some point that'll supplement, you know, maybe even if I make half of what a part-time job does, like, that'll be worth it for me. Like, that would be enough to legitimize streaming full-time all the time. Or at least I could hold my head high, you know? But yeah, I mean, other than that, that separation, like we're back together now. We weren't doing so good for a little bit there for the past few months, but now we're doing better. So holidays are looking good for us right now. But yeah, I'm just running back and forth because I don't know if I want to get into anything right now or what. I told Tribal 4 or 5 o'clock his time, so I'll probably be seeing him online in like the next 30 minutes or so. I was thinking I want a world quest. Maybe I should be knocking that out right now while I'm waiting. But I don't know if he needs to. Maybe he needs to do world quests. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna go do these though, just to get something going and to have my reputation buffed. Rewards here. We got the shell game up in. It's by Gloom Hollow, so I need to hit the flight path. That's upstairs, and then we'll fly out to Gloom Hollow. And then from there, I want to try to see if I can get enough reputation and gear. I don't know. Like, I'm a jewel crafter, right? And one of the factions of reputation that you gain well, maybe it's all of them actually. I'm not sure. I haven't looked it up. But jewel crafters can get certain recipes or schematics or whatever you call them, designs. You can get designs from certain factions if you have enough reputation. And I think it's like Exalted or Revered or something like that. Zandalari's the one I'm the furthest on from the looks of it. Talanji's Expedition's next. I know I'm going to need Champions of Azeroth rep a little bit more. And ugh, thinking and looking at this is kind of demoralizing because I know I already still have to do a lot of that on my NA account. So I'm like in the same situation I was in back in Legion, except with less tunes, where I feel like I'm going to be spread a little too thin to accomplish all the things that I want. Like my eyes are bigger than my game time. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm just going to get out here and start doing stuff. The Tortolan Secret, these guys are a lot like the old Kirin Tor back in Legion, where they have these little mini games and gimmicks that you do, and then like they'll give you like rep one off. I think after I get these guys done, it's only 3. It's not 4 like normal. I'll probably start targeting gear because I need to get my item level a bit more if I'm going to be running Mythic soon. And at least be able to get a high enough item level to do some raid finder. And they want me to be 320. I'm 296 right now. That's not too bad. But the more I do these world quests and get my gear up, the more the rewards from these world quests will scale up with me. So initially, I guess my rewards are going to be coming out at like, you know, item level 300 or so, I want to say. 295 here. Initially, it's going to be 295 until I get fully outfitted and my item level gets up higher. Then I'll start seeing like, you know, 325 or 300 first, probably then 325. So the item level of my rewards out here, I'll get higher as I get higher. So I guess that's my first priority is emissaries, get that chest. I did the world bosses already. I've done, yes, last night actually, I did the main one out here in Kulturas and Zandalar, that world boss. I forget who it was. I want to say it was like an elemental or something like that. But I showed up just in time. Actually, I want to say it was like an old like Kraken looking thing or something. I ran up just in time to tag him though, and I got my reward from that, which was just gold and artifact power because I did my extra roll. And then y'all saw that one I just did. So I guess the Warfronts have their own. It's kind of like Broken Isles. This is interesting. I don't know if you guys have done the show game with the add-on. This one here, it looks like this banshee looking wing thing. Yep. Okay, so I can mark them with this. I think this is World Quest Lists is the add-on that's helping me do this. But as I flip them over, I can mark them with what I see there. I don't know what that one is. Oh, it's another one. So those eliminated themselves. And then this one's the same as this one. Sometimes if you're looking for the crab ones, you can see the crab poke his arm out a little bit. I don't know where it's at right now. Here. There we go. That's better. Uh, that's the crystal. That's a little orb. This one here is a blood orb. That one's jaws. I do the skull for that one. This one is a blood orb, and we know that's a blood orb, so those are done. Oops. The shell game. Turtle. This is another skull one, so we know the skulls are here. And the shell game. That's a turtle. Turtle. Here's a crab. Sometimes you can see the crab poking his arm out, so those are usually a gimme if you look at the shells long enough to see him poke his arm out. There's another crystal. Those are done. I think I saw 2 turtles a second ago. Here's 1 turtle. No, I guess I only saw the 1. So that's an arcane orb. That one's that one. This must be a turtle. No, that's a crab. We know this is a crab. So I think I mismarked both of these. I didn't hit turtle for this one. I knew I saw 2 turtles. I was just like, what happened? Monolite deposit. I'm a miner. Not underage, but actually coal, like mineral and ore miner. So I always go out of my way for those. And this pterodactyl kind of went out of his way for me. Ragaga. 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 Got him. Okay. Chunky meat. Chunky meat. That's my porn star name, Chunky meat. That's all I was thinking when I saw it. I was like, do I want to say that? I don't know. Yeah, that's my porn star name. Caldraxa. I don't know if I got a flight. Yeah, no, I got to run up there. That's quite a trek. But I do want this before I leave this zone. It's a waste. I feel like I've been switching out my waste a lot lately. I went through like 3 belts in just like the past few hours of gameplay. You guys still there? I saw the chat like y'all were going for a minute and now it's like quiet. Daniel Andre probably had to hop off, huh? He was talking about it earlier. No, don't want that. Well, he's a rare. I'll get him anyway. Ragaga. Venomous Jaw will just dispel that. Immediately right after. Okay. Is that because the cloud, or is that something that he's doing every time he hits me? Alright, it fell off. Venomous Jaw. Okay, so Venomous Jaw. There's a cloud there. If I stay out of it, I think I'm good. Yeah. So when he does Venomous Jaw, you have to take the first one. You can dispel it if you can dispel. But then you want to watch out for... Oh, okay. Even while he's casting it, you can get out of the way and not take damage. Good to know. Alright, he ripped my tendon. I'm going to Blessing of Freedom. Stun that guy. That didn't work. I'm going to slow him. That didn't work. So I'm just going to GTFO. And bubble so he doesn't do anything bad. Get away from me. Leave me alone. Alright, he's done. I keep on fixing my Mog, but I'm upgrading gear so quickly, it's like all I'm doing is wasting money every time I transmog. I mean, I still spend the money, but... Because you gotta look right, you gotta look... Hicro says LOL. Oh well. I'll just run through all this stuff and hopefully not get dismounted some more. Hopefully this is a better belt. On this EU account, I have, like, no transmogs. Oh, I'm in combat, so I can't open that. Once I leave combat, I got the little swords right here. Once that goes away. Right there. So these are the ones that I don't have. There, those are the ones I have. These are my Mogs. It's so sad. I got like 5 helmets, 5 shoulders, handful of cloaks, not too bad on cloaks. Chests are kind of boo-boo. They're mostly just the same reskin of the same couple models. I don't know where this node is. But yeah, so you see what I'm working with. Upsy daisy? Oh look, here's Stone Bloom. Somehow I've encroached. I didn't realize that there were ally there. Do I have to go through them in order to get up there? Go home. No! Leave me alone! Really? How far are you gonna chase me, buddy? Oh my Jeebus. Save me, Tom Cruise! Okay, he just disappeared. They're just gonna stare me down. Oh my word. How am I flagged? I didn't do anything to him. So did that toggle my war mode? No. So even if you don't have war mode enabled, you could still get PvP flagged if you mess with the opposing faction, I guess. All I want is this node. It's that camp. I need to stay away from it. But how do you get to... Okay, so my guess is it's something to do with phasing. It's either phased or it's in the ground. Because it says I'm on the same level. Oh no, it says that I'm over it. So there's an under. Maybe where the bones are? No? There's got to be a way in. Run, Elude, run! Yeah. They were running me down. I think Stone Blood, the Stone Bloom helped me. Reduces all damage. Like 10%. How do I get to this one? Maybe there's a cave entrance this way? Ain't no monolith worth this trouble. I'm gonna move on. Still trying to watch out for the ally. The ally scum. Ugh. Dinosaur scare me. Stone Bloom. How do I am finding the node? Alright, forget that node. Let's go get our belt. Yeah, that node must have either been stuck in the ground, or maybe there was a cave there that I just couldn't find the entrance to. They have a lot of those little burrows, I've noticed.
Word that a powerful enemy nearby wishes for your death. Show them no mercy.
Sure thing. Okay, so we got a hunter and somebody else. Here, let's just tag both of them, but get rid of this weaker mob. There we go. Now we don't have to take that damage. Not that it matters, because this guy must be geared. GG. 12% crit versatility. I guess it just had so much that it overpowered even my haste necessity. There's a jewel here. I don't think there's anything else I need from this zone. Alright, let's go get more Tortolan Seekers. Make logo? Make logo? Make logo. That's at the Tortake Refuge. This is just west from here. It looks like I could run there quicker than I could fly and then run there. Right? Because I'm sure I don't have that flight path. Or do I? I'm gonna run there. Because I'm pretty sure I don't have that flight path. Sapphire Amarena? I think this is a mastery rather. Yes, mastery by 10%. I found out in this zone, at least in Nazmir, the plant, I think it's called Kirigrua's ire or something like that. It's like a red one, like a rose almost. That one is my favorite because it gives me, I think it gives me haste or damage done increased or something like that. It's the best one for me though. It's about to start getting spooky. Get ready. This area is not for the faint of heart. This is where my boy Buon Samdi is. Buon Samdi gonna come get your soul. That's my Buon Samdi impression. Doing the ting at 92.7 David. It's Reggae Thursday. I can't even get to this. How do I? I can't stand anywhere. Oh, that's sad. Oh, no, there we go. Alright, no, right there? I don't know if I'm reaching it from here, though. It doesn't look like it. It looks like I'm too far. Let's see. If we get a sand shifter, it's working. It's working. Still feels like it's too far. These might just be random sand shifters. There's another one. I think it's working. You usually only get like 5 hits of these nodes, so if after the 5th one it doesn't disappear, we weren't hitting it the whole time. A lot of the times these pools that are appearing aren't very different from even just, you know, fishing in the open world. Maybe I can... I'm sure I'm not actually hitting it. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother. Because I'm not reaching it right now. Maybe there's a fishing pole that has like a longer line that reaches further or something. I don't have that. We need to get buffed up. I'm going to try really hard to keep this WoW anniversary buff going for all my reputation gains. I think it actually did something because the Zandalari Empire, well, never mind. I did every quest in the Zoldazar zone or whatever. Is it Zandalar? Zoldazar. Yeah, I did all the quests in Zoldazar, and I think that's why I'm honored with them. I was starting to do all the quests in Nazmir, but then I dinged. After just doing one zone, and then some of this next zone, that dinged me up to 120. And I don't know if that's because of the reputation game bonus, or like maybe it's just because... Ooh, I'll get this guy. I didn't dungeon queue at all either. I don't know if dungeon queuing was helping me or hurting me. But normally whenever I'm leveling a toon, I'll run dungeons in between questing. And that breaks up the monotony just enough for it to be like entertaining for me. But with this guy, I wanted to level his professions. So as I was questing, I was going out of my way for all the monolite and fishing and stuff like that. So I don't know, maybe that contributed in some way. I don't know. I think the next character I level, if I do level another one on the EU, I might just leave it with this one guy. But if for whatever reason I feel like I have to be Alliance maybe, then I'm going to try really hard to level the next toon if I do level one, exclusively by doing the quests that lead up to that zone's dungeon. So I'll do all the quests that lead up to that zone's dungeon, almost like Legion. Whenever I was doing Legion, it took me a minute or a couple toons that I leveled to figure out that quest chain, which, I mean, doesn't have to be the case. You could look it up and see what the quest chains are that you need to follow. But if you're paying attention to like what's going on while you're doing the quests and who you're questing for, it's not too hard to figure out who's going to lead you to the zone's dungeon. Because most of these zones have one overarching story that leads to the structure that you can see in the zone on the map. So the only thing you see from the map here is these triangle structure, a snake structure, and then like some kind of a pyramid structure. Those things are the zone's dungeons. And all the zones have like some kind of a story that fits the same theme as that dungeon. So like Alta Dazar and Zoldazar has a whole lot of dinosaur quests that lead up to, well, Loa quests rather, that lead up to that dungeon. And I think that's probably the key ingredient there, is like figuring out the Loa and then doing all the Loa quests in that zone to unlock that dungeon. I think I'm gonna get hit. I don't know if that's hitting me or not, but I feel like I'm too slow getting out of it. There's a treasure. I've been getting treasures as well. I don't know. I'm curious what can drop in them, because after playing Legion and seeing that some of those treasure chests would actually drop a legendary, it's got me more enthused to loot all the chests I see here in BFA. Not that I'm gonna see a legendary, because I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm not sure if legendaries even exist in BFA yet. What's up, bro? Oh, okay, so this is that turtle maze race thing. Okay, so, it looks like he's behind my portrait here. And he needs to get, what, the flags? Or do I just need to, here. I don't know if I can go this way. Okay, so I do need to get the flags.
That's not how the story is supposed to go.
Why
don't you try again?
What is the story? What is he talking about? So, it let me take this one. So, oh. So, what am I supposed to do? 3. Got that one. Now, this way. Up. This way. This way. This way. No. I don't know what it wants from me. Maybe I should have listened to him. We Tortolans love the story of Lo, who traveled the world long ago. I don't think I'm supposed to get this one first. 1, let's go north. North again? North again? This way? Do I just have to go to the exit? Ah! What do I do? And these flags are showing up in the same spot. Okay, so the little parts of the rock I can climb up on a bit. It's because it's all slanty. Let's go up. 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 Turn. Up. Turn. Is it going to hit his head? Nope. Okay. Can I just exit or something? I don't know. I can walk over that. What is this bubble thing? Is that good? That I'm in it? I think I'll hit my head if I run forward into that. Here. And 3. Nope. 1 and 1. I think I'll hit my head if I run into that. Oh, okay. Alright. 1. Don't hit your head, buddy. Okay. Up. And turn. And turn. That did not make sense to me, but okay. Okie dokie. Beachhead. So this is Drusvar, which is, yeah, Culturaz. So, alright, I'm gonna harp back, which I got a reduced hearth time right now because I picked that option in my class hall. So my hearth is like, I think half. I wish I had a guild. If I had a guild, then I could actually, you know, get an even further reduced hearth, I think, because the hasty hearth perk from the guild. I don't know. Bever is the one that got me on this server, but never invited me to a guild or anything. So I'm just kind of, I'm a free agent right now. I'm trying to keep my options open, or kind of freelance for, you know, the collective of the Horde. One-man army. You know how it is. Just try to make it work. Alright, Gonk. Gonk is my favorite Loa. If I had to choose between Gonk, the raptor guy here, or the pterodactyl one that you can choose, Gonk is better. I've done the pterodactyl one, but you really have to know where the pterodactyls are, and then, like, they're always on rails, so they'll always just take you from, they'll fly you from one point to another, but you can't really tell. It's not very obvious, like, where it's going to take you when you take the pterodactyl. It's always the same place. If you go to the same pterodactyl, it'll fly you. For example, if you're on top of Dazar Alor, like the great seal up there, it'll take you from the top down to the bottom, like straight. And I guess the other ones do that in other places as well.
Speak up.
But I like the Gonk because he increases your run speed, and he also reduces your fall damage by half.
Get moving.
So I'll just catch that buff and jump from the top of the pyramid, and he can fly all the way down to the ground and not die. Or jump all the way down to the ground and not die. Bever says, yeah, just blame me. You don't have a guild, Bever? Because I've been waiting to see if you got a guild, and I was going to join yours. But actually, I don't think I've seen you really play BFA. Like you were saying earlier, like you've been playing Eve a lot lately, so I don't know. I just didn't want to join a guild and start doing stuff with them, and like then not be able to play with you because you were in a different guild. But I mean, for all I know, you probably don't even have a guild. Do you have a guild? All right, we need to go north. Oh, check this out. Y'all know the Dark Ranger class? I don't know if it's called Dark Ranger or what, but it's the Nathanos Sylvanas class. If you go down here in the water, there's an inn that's called the Drunk Tank. And you get your sea legs whenever you're down here. When you deep dive, you feel at home in the water. So now, if you look at this place, you got the Master Tailkeeper, he's got some stuff. These dudes are just drinking, they're getting drunk. Mildred and Eugene Barnacle Watcher. You got these disco jellies flying around. He's like, drink up. You also have these drunk squid. The drunk one. You could pull on his leg and unstick him from the bar. This guy too. I don't know what for. You get a strength buff. Pulling the leg, stretching out the leg at least 15 yards to remove the stuck creature. You got scrolls and sundry here. But these two are what I'm most interested in. Oh, okay, these are void elves.
What do you see?
This one's called Whisper,
I offer
and this one's called Shade.
distant realms. Everything has a price.
I was thinking that they're the...
You are willing to pay it.
I thought they were teasers for the Dark Ranger class, but I see now that they're Void Walkers. But they're down there just dancing. It seemed like an Easter egg, like, you know, just like something that's kind of out of the way and hidden a bit. It's like, perhaps that means something. And there's a part here where these guys are sitting here playing Hearthstone. He's a Hearthstone enthusiast. And this one as well is a Hearthstone enthusiast. Check this out. Mount Special. Oh, I guess because I'm floating I can't do it. Yeah, it's not going to let me. But yeah, these guys are playing Hearthstone. This guy, he picked Garrosh Hellscream. No, that's Jaina. And he picked Garrosh Hellscream. There's 2 tokens down there, both Murlocs on this side. Looks like Jaina might be winning.
Scare you shellless.
I don't know if you can see hit points or anything, but they're playing Hearthstone. I thought that was kind of cool. I don't know. I was swimming around trying to fish in this area, I think, and I found that stuff. Bever says, I like vanilla, but that's it. Right on, man. I can't wait for Classic. Whenever Classic comes out, I hope that I can run with all you guys. I hope everybody plays Classic. I want to like join a guild or start a guild and like get a huge group of people running together, because we can level together. I think it's harder to level together. Well, I don't know. There's not going to be level scaling, so we will have to be the same level if we level together. What I used to do is I would have one toon that I would level by myself. Anytime my friends weren't on, I would just hop on that toon. But then I had like usually a toon per friend that I leveled with. So when me and my buddy Fortunato would play together, Woody, his name was Woody Fortunato. When we'd run together, I had a toon that I'd run with him on. But then I also had my own toon that I'd run by myself on, off on the side. But another big thing in vanilla is sometimes if you have a higher level friend, you both can benefit from running together, because your higher level friend, like, he can 1 or 2 shot everything. But he'd also be making gold and getting drops and world drops and stuff like that that he can sell on the auction house, which used to actually be significant when you could like farm certain items from dungeons and stuff like that. You could actually make a pretty good amount of money off the auction house. So it wasn't like a waste of time to help out your lowbie friends like it is now. Like now it's like, I think I was talking about this yesterday a little bit, or maybe I touched on it, where when I'm playing, I usually miss the wave. Like when a new expansion comes, or like a new like patch or something like that comes. Usually there's this wave of people that'll play that patch or that expansion, and it's usually like the top like top rating guilds and most competitive like PvPers and like mythic runners and stuff like that. Usually it's those guys that are pushing that vanguard of progression, and I would love to hop on that wave and be a part of that group, but I almost always miss it for whatever reason. Like, for example, when BFA came out, I was starting my job back there in Austin, and I missed all the release of BFA. The day BFA came out was my first day at work. So, like, I got really demoralized, and I even didn't hop on WoW for a bit after that because of that, because I knew I wasn't going to be able to devote as much time or energy into leveling a character. So unfortunately, I missed that wave. By the time I started playing, I think most people have even cleared Gahoon. I always see them in chat spamming for paid runs. Like, there's, you know, some guild out there saying, if you pay me, you know, however much thousands or hundreds of gold, probably thousands of gold, probably tens of thousands of gold, then their guild will run that person through. So they're selling runs through Mythic Gahoon right now, and even Mythic Pluses, so they can get that ahead of the curve achievement. So they're like, come get your ahead of the curve achievement now, and just pay us millions of gold, because we've got it on farm. So at this point, they've even got it on farm. Oh, I probably should have released that guy before I killed the rare. Tribal says, if you're still up for it, give me a good what? Tribal message me. Give me a second. Tribaleyes. He says, if you're still up for it, mate, give me a good half hour or so. Just driving home, probably less. All right. Cool. So we got like half an hour. Awesome. Yeah, I'm down still. And doing MS or world quests at the moment, so no rush. Alright, so we're gonna get Tribal here pretty soon. Tribaleyes, I know y'all remember Tribaleyes. And Pink Rose, you probably even still watch him, right? Pink Rose is like what would you call it? The I don't know if y'all seen that movie called The Clapper. I think it's called The Clapper. There's this guy, and not this is probably like it. That's what it reminded me of as I was saying it. But like, and I was debating on whether or not I wanted to share it because like I'm not trying to like talk shit about Pink Rose or like anything like that. But there's this movie called The Clapper, and there's this audience member. He's a paid actor, and he's paid to show up in all these infomercials. So like they're doing like a cooking show one day. And they're like showing off a pot or a pan or something, and there's this guy that's like clapping in the audience, all enthusiastic, like yeah, cooking stuff without it sticking in the pan or whatever. And he always raises his hands and asks questions to the person that's trying to sell the product. And like he's just kind of like a hype man. Like he's meant to help sell more pots and pans or whatever. And like there are other infomercials where they're selling like jewelry or something like that. And he's paid to sit in the audience and clap for the jewelry vendor. And he's in every single show as the audience member. And people find out, and he goes viral on YouTube or something like that because people recognize him as this guy that shows up on every infomercial. And it like ruins his personal life. He gets no privacy after that, and he becomes like the I guess stereotypical viral meme. And that's all I was thinking, Pink Rose, because whenever I first met Pink Rose, when I first started seeing you pop up on the stream, you were watching me, you were watching, I think, Tribal, Top Flight Night, who else was it? Life, you were watching Life, and I would watch those guys too, and this is the only reason why I knew, because I was like the clapper as well. Where I was watching all those streams too, because like when I'm not playing WoW, I like to watch people play WoW. Or even whenever I'm playing WoW, like I like to have somebody off on the side. And that's kind of the experience I try to offer too, but I don't know how many people actually do that like I do. But Pink Rose would be watching like 5 streams at once, and I thought it was crazy because I was watching a couple of streams at once, and I would see you type it in my chat, and then I'd see you type it in like Tribaleyes' chat. I thought that was cool. But yeah, that was my first impression of Pink Rose. And this movie only came out just recently, so like I was just like, wow, Pink Rose is like a serial viewer. Not a serial killer, but a serial viewer. Like multiple homicide viewers. Probably not homicide, but like you know what I mean. Like multiple streams at once. I actually did I think it was like a post on Facebook or something like that. Where you see Marty McFly in Back to the Future. His son, I think it was part 2. His son goes in the living room and he starts watching TV. And it was what was the event? It was like some kind of a gaming event, a gaming expo or gaming convention or streaming convention or something like that was going on in Austin. And there was I think Esfand was there. Asmongold showed up to it. Andy Milanakis was there, and I was watching that, and I was watching all of their streams at once, and I felt like Pink Rose because I was watching all these streams and commenting in the chats and stuff like that, and like that had never occurred to me, but like that same thing, that same like multiple screen viewing TV show stuff was showing up on Back to the Future, and the post I made on Facebook was like. I thought this was ridiculous when I saw it as a kid, like somebody watching that many channels all at once. And then I showed like a screenshot of my stream, or what I had on my laptop. I had like 4 or 5 windows open watching all these different streamers. And it was like that Marty McFly post. I'll have to find it for you whenever I get done failing at this world quest. I need to get a little bit more accurate. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about, that Facebook post so I can track it down. But yeah, I was watching like 4 different shows at once while I was cooking dinner, and it was like whatever that event was in Austin. I forget what it was. But yeah, Back to the Future. Back to the Future reference. Have y'all watched Rick and Morty? Because that's like the modern Back to the Future. I think it's who created it? Who's the? I think it was not Steven Spielberg. Was it? I think it was Steven Spielberg made Back to the Future, and he said that he would never make a remake or reboot it or anything like that. And I think because of that, the guys who made Rick and Morty made Rick and Morty, because that's essentially who they are. They're the Back to the Future for the adult crowd, the adult audience that remembers or watched that movie. Now it's a TV show or a cartoon. Picaro said laugh out loud. I gotta show you what I'm talking about though. Rick and Morty's good. If you haven't checked it out, it's very adult oriented. So there's like a lot of adult like subjects and concepts and language and things that happen. But I think it's one of those shows you could get away with watching with your kids because like the adult stuff's like only the adults would get it. And I think it just goes over the head of all the kids that would be watching it. But you would probably want some parental guidance if you were to let your kids watch that. I think your baby would be safe, Pink Rose. But Rick and Morty is pretty good. They have references to like Family Guy, and they got references to like The Simpsons and stuff like that. They take all these shots. But yeah, Rick and Morty. Okay, so I'm out of that quest. I don't want to get killed. I'm gonna find that Facebook post. Give me a second. Here we go. Facebook. The good book. The Facebook. How do I see my posts? I got all these windows open. I don't know how you pull up your, like, the post, only the posts that you posted. Yeah, because this is all the posts people are posting to me. Honestly, I don't ever mess with Facebook. It's just, for me, it's like an email. It's just like something that I could use to communicate or receive communication if I know. Okay, let me see. Timeline? Timeline, right? That's my posts? No, that's other people's posts. How do I check out my posts? Home, maybe? Oh, jeez. I don't know. Messages. My messages? How would I look at my messages? Anybody? Anybody? How do you look up just the posts that you made? I know there's a way because I've done it before. Update info. I need to mess with Facebook more, I think, so I can notice, because I don't notice. Manage posts? Oh, these are those. These are posts that have been given to me. Top Gun, inverted flying. Okay, here they are. I found it. So that was how I did it. I don't know what I did, but that's how I did it. Here we go. Copy link. So this is it. Actually, here I can just let's open this image in a new tab. That way I'm not giving anything. No, that's just that image. Here. Edit post, save post, show in tab. Is this it? Is this what I was doing? No. Well, this is it. I'll just show you this. Hopefully I'm not giving anything away. Please don't wreck me. Alright, here we go. Browse. So this is the post I was talking about. I'm going to try to make it bigger for you. It was DreamHack Austin was going on. I was telling him, I remember thinking it was ridiculous whenever I saw this on Back to the Future, but this is how I'm watching DreamHack Austin while I cook dinner. I think that guy is the guy who's making all the Marvel comic movies right now. I think that's the same dude. But Marty McFly is watching like 6 channels at once, and then this is me watching 4 different streamers at once. During DreamHack Austin, they were all playing Fortnite. And this is like around when I first got into Fortnite. Andy Milonakis, this is for you older audience members. He's somebody who used to have his own TV shows like in the middle of the night on, I want to say like Cartoon Network or Adult Swim or something like that. I forget what channel. Maybe it was MTV actually. and he would just do all kinds of dumb shit. But right now he's at DreamHack Austin in this picture, riding his little rascal. He's got one of those little mobile scooters. He was pretending like his legs were hurt. And he was like, "Oh, my legs!" trying to get a scooter. It was pretty funny. But yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like us serial viewers, like Pink Rose and I, will watch 4 streams at once because we're masters of the universe. But yeah, okay, so that was quite a bit of a little tangent there. I don't know if that was worth it for you guys. It was worth it for me because I figured out something about Facebook, so I got something out of it. All right. Tortolan Seekers. Where is this turned in? Tortolan? Normally you could just click on it. I don't think I have. I don't think I do have. I don't have the flight path, I'll bet. I want to say Zuldazar? It's this Who Seeks the Seekers quest I have. Where is it? Who Seeks the Seekers? This guy. Return to Kojo. I don't think that that's where they are, though. Is it here? It is in Drusvar, actually. Yeah, it's like... No, there's a flight path there. I'm gonna Google it. Let me look it up. Wowhead. I need you guys to be my eyes and ears for Classic. If y'all hear any information about Classic when that's coming out, I don't even know what class I want to play, honestly, because I've been a Retribution Paladin since BC, and before that, all I've ever played in vanilla was a priest and a mage. And I know priest will be very good in vanilla. I know that there will be no shortage of things to do as a priest in battle for classic rather. But I don't know if I want to play a coffee in classic. They're usually the most in demand class though. You can get into anything anywhere if you do. Tortolan. Here. This is what I'm doing, guys. I'm trying to find the Tortolan Seekers faction. I need to find the emissary location for the Tortolans. There appears to be some sort of a cinematic going on. Maybe that's a new thing. I'm so out of the loop with WoW news. I kind of try to keep my head down a little bit from spoilers, and I like to be able to experience things like myself, like in game whenever I'm playing for the game that I paid for. So I don't actively seek out anybody talking about like this current event stuff in WoW, but I do kind of like I skim it. I'll skim it. I'll read the the headlines, but I don't dig too much, so it stays as fresh as I can. So it says Zuldazar 7130. Let's go to Zuldazar in the game here. 7130. So 71 is to the right, and 30 is north. This one. It is that. Tortolan Secrets. Okay. GG. Thank you. Hey, Tribaleyes is on. He just messaged me too. He's like, hey, matey, I'm back at the house. Alright, let me hearth. I'm going to fly out over there, and then Tribal... I don't know how geared Tribal is, but I'm thinking about taking him into a Mythic with my Boo Boo Pally here. Because I honestly think that if a player is skilled, they can step straight into a Mythic. And I kind of want to prove that, but I don't want to, like, hold back Tribal or mess him up or anything. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to fly over and turn this emissary in first. But he's hey! Hey! I was thinking stepping into some pluses as far as we could go. And KK. All right. I don't know if he wants to hop in Discord. No, if you wanna hop. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We can do the TSV if you want. He says, yeah, I'm game for that. All right, cool. So tribal, he's probably gonna carry me because I don't know. I don't know how long he's been playing or how geared he is. TSV. TSV. Yes. My bad, man. I fail at multitasking. I'm actually, honestly, I'm getting back into streaming. I feel like I took a long break. Like I've been away from streaming for more than 2 months. I still was like I still did stream a little bit, but I was like on Fortnite and doing like some other stuff. I don't know if he has. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Here. Let me give him a quick invite. Right. I sent you an invite. I sent an invite. And I'm on open mouth breathing, open mic. Hopefully that's not an issue. I don't think Tribal cares. Alright, Flight Master, Tortolan Seekers. I at least completed the emissary for the day. I wanted to take full advantage of the sign of the emissary actually on Psycho Crusher because I wanted the Magar Orc. But, I mean, really, I have one of every class maxed out on the Horde side already. So all it's going to do is cost me money to get race changes if I do actually get any of those, like, you know, the Magar Orcs or anything like that unlocked. So I'm probably going to care less about doing that. Hey, Tribal, can you talk, man?
Hey, dude, what's up?
What's up? Sometimes people get in and they can't talk because of the permissions or whatever. So I just wanted to make sure.
Man, you know how it is. When I want to talk, I will. Alright.
Right on.
They're actually trying to stop me from talking right now.
Oh yeah.
They cannot hold back my raw power. Okay.
Right on. How's he sound for you guys in the stream? Can y'all hear Tribal okay? Do I need to turn him up?
Hopefully so.
I hear you pretty clearly. So yeah, I was thinking, let's hop into some pluses.
Yeah,
if you're down.
I'll hop in. It's worth noting I have not played in a while.
Right
I
on.
don't play WoW much anymore. For some reasons, I need to make a video on actually.
Yeah, I saw your last video with the 735. At least on that channel. I know you got another one.
Well, I mean, I lost my channel for a while, didn't I? But,
yeah.
I got it back.
I was all demoralized when I saw you lost your channel. I was like, no.
I tell you what, I went through a small phase of about a 2-hour phase where I just didn't want to do anything anymore. I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Fuck YouTube, fuck Twitch, I can't do it. So I'm like, you know what? Nah.
I remember, man. I felt bad.
I was thinking to myself, if I can get all my subs back in one day, no problem. Of course, that didn't happen.
No. I think Boogie did something like that too. Around the same time, it was like YouTube was changing their algorithm or something. So what he did...
It wasn't specifically the algorithm, it was more like, oh, I'm on a new channel now with 0 subscribers.
Yeah.
Should I put in like 2 days on a video to get 10 views?
No.
You need to bear in mind, I've earned most of my YouTube subs from streaming Project Ascension years ago.
You lost them when you did that?
Well, no, obviously I had a new channel, so...
Yeah.
Was I going to stream Project Ascension again? Probably not. But...
Yeah. Was that the reason why? Was it Project Ascension or something else?
Basically, in short, when I made my YouTube account, I'm talking years ago, like 2011, years ago.
Oh,
right?
Oh wow.
I used a really old email, old password, everything, right?
That's older than Asmon Gold. Asmon started in 2012, I think.
I can't remember when I made the channel. I just know it was a long ass time ago.
Yeah.
And basically, I lost access to the email because you know me. I don't back anything up, right? So it was my own fault.
Oh.
and then one day, my browser just decides to log me out.
Like,
oh, no problem. I'll just log back in, right?
Yeah.
But of course, I can't log back in because I don't have the email.
Yeah, to recover it. Oh shit, that sucks.
So I was going through a process of speaking to YouTube, to Google. YouTube won't speak to you unless you have like 100,000 subscribers or something though. So
it's like they're not worth their time.
Microsoft have this thing where it's like, oh, if we've locked your email, We can't unlock it. The bot has to unlock it.
Oh shit.
So that took months.
Well, I'm glad you're straight now, and now we can actually group
it's
and run
alright.
together. That's cool.
Very good, man. I've not been on this character in ages. Holy shit, his hotbar is a fucking mess.
Take your time. I'm still running around doing some maintenance
I'm
as
pretty
well.
much ready, dude. I need to sort my hotbars real quick.
Okay. Well,
Basically,
here.
I've just changed my entire UI, haven't I? So it's quite frankly a complete and utter disaster right now.
I could give you my UI. I've been trying to fine tune my shit.
UI. I quit
Right
WoW
on.
for a while, and then I'm like, you know what? I'll go back to WoW, but I'm gonna use the default UI.
Yeah, you
Nice.
doing that classic prep right there, trying to get used to things
Yeah.
back to default. I wonder if they're gonna allow add-ons.
Really unsubbed yet. I'm not really getting enjoyment out of BFA, but I am really looking forward to Classic.
Do you watch Classic Cast? I was talking about that yesterday with the guys.
I do not actually. What is Classic Cast?
There's this guy S-Fan. He streamed on the Nosteralis server, and then it became like Lights Hope or something. But that was the pure vanilla server, and he was a big vanilla streamer. Rep Pally. That's probably how I know about him. But after he got, I think that server shut down, or whoever was running it was doing like some shady shit, and like
I heard about that.
selling gold or creating items for people and shit like
It
that.
was something really dodgy, yeah.
Yeah, and he interviewed the guy that ran the server because he was a real popular streamer, and he was like, "Hey man, what's going on?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, I was being shady, and I felt bad, and I ruined the community, and blah 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 blah." But shortly after that, Classic was announced. Once Classic was announced, S-Fan went to the legit WoW and started streaming more legit WoW, but still, he calls his stream the premier Classic or vanilla podcast or whatever. But Classic Cast is just a group of people who played Classic that are talking about it and hyping it up. They got like 13 episodes, but it's a podcast style.
You're wondering how the fuck you've obtained a free 70 item.
What's that?
Well, how have you got that chest, dude?
How do I have a chest? Oh, this one?
70, dude.
Oh, yeah. I just got that. I think it's the initial intro to the Warfronts. There's that world boss out there in Arathi.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I haven't done that yet. I haven't been on in years, man.
Well, we can go do that right now if you'd like, or we could hop into Mythics. But that should be there for like a week, I think.
Honestly, it's up to you, dude. If you feel like we can get into a Mythic, put us in a Mythic, man. You know, by all means.
Which?
Let's get gold with a bang, you know?
Alright. What's your favorite Mythic?
It's my favorite.
Do you have a favorite?
I've only done a handful, but my favorite dungeon, the one I'm most confident with, has to be Tall Dazar.
A Tall Dazar. Sounds good. Alright, so...
Tall Dazar, man.
Dungeon Finder. Oh, I don't know if I can make one. Let me pass you the lead. They'll look at your item level. I'll just sneak in under the radar.
Great idea. Do you have an actual keystone, though? Or do you want to just do a basic?
No, yeah, we got to do a zero, just a regular.
That's cool with me. That's cool with me.
And then I'm thinking if we do get a key out of that, we'll work it up as high as we can go.
Yeah, that sounds nice, dude.
I usually get like, I don't know. I think it takes too long for me to run to where I get to a point to where I hit a wall, but I haven't hit a wall on Psycho Crusher yet. There's not a Mythic up like +2, +3 or whatever. I think I was getting as high as like +6, but I just lost interest.
Funnily enough, man, you've just moved to a U, haven't you? Oh.
Yeah, this was the token that you get for buying BFA. I just boosted them.
Yeah. Well, I haven't actually done any Mythic Plus ever, apart from like a +2 or +3.
Nice.
BFA.
Cool.
I've never actually got up to a +6.
Right on. That'll be fun then. That'll be a good look, I think.
That's half the reason I quit, actually. I was going to make like a big rant video about that, but I figured, nah, this video is just way too dramatical. I was scripting it. I got as far as scripting it, and I'm like, nah, this video is just a bitchy video. There's no point.
Yeah, I like your style, man. I like the edits that you do, the videos, how you edit, like in your script, even your non-scripted stuff. Like, I think those are good.
Well, honestly, I can't really take the full credit for the scripted stuff. It's one of my mates who's been helping me out like for a long time on the channel.
Yeah.
He helps. He comes up with most of the funny shit.
That's good.
I just kind of talk, you know.
That's the best because like if you could play to everybody's strengths and work together like that, I think that grows your channel quicker than anything. And
Well,
you put out some quality content. I see that, like, my shit's just like, this is me playing WoW, this is what you get. But that last episode I did
That's what
where,
it is, man. You just gotta keep going, honestly. I mean, we have two
Yeah.
different styles going here. Neither of them are bad, neither of them are good. Well, I mean, in my case, it's not good. Yours is good.
no, I think mine's bad. Because I'm just putting
mine
shit
is
out
pretty
there.
Terrible, dude. I'm the guy who blatantly insults his viewers.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be right back. 2 minutes to get myself a drink, alright?
right on, right on.
I will be very quick.
Okay,
2 minutes.
alright, dude. Alright, so a tall 0 fast. Right on. I'm gonna go over to the dungeon while he's doing that and get the stone summons and all that shit rolling. I can at least do that. And buff food, I got buff food. I don't know if he uses haste, but I may want to... Actually, all the stuff in my bank. So here's something that I learned not too long ago that I think is useful to know. You have your reagent bank, or your regent, I don't know how you pronounce it, but when you go to your bank, there's a tab, you can purchase it for 100, and it gives you the option to deposit all your reagents. Tribal says, go on to start my stream whilst I'm on BRB. Right on, right on. Okay. And you guys, when I see him go live, I'll give y'all a link if y'all want to see the two different perspectives of what we're doing here. But yeah, what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh, the reagent bank. Like, you could deposit all your shit in the reagent bank and not have to carry around your bags. I had a problem yesterday where my bags were so full of just crafting materials and shit. But once you have everything in your reagent bank, you can go over to your crafting and it'll actually draw from your reagent bank or regent bank. Like, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. But you can craft items just from your bank. Like, for example, I don't have... Let's see, something I don't have. I actually don't have 292 slimy mackerel. I have 1 in my inventory. The rest of these are being pulled from my bank. And it says right there on the tooltip, if you look where it says Elude Stalwart 292, 1 in the bags, 291 in the bank. So you can keep that shit out of your inventory and still craft items like I'm talking about making some haste food and benefit from that. So a little bit of something that I didn't know that I thought was useful. Where's the stone? Up the path here, I think. Okay, so we got Sick Rolled. Sick Rolled just joined. I think he's auto-accepting because isn't he AFK? Hey! Oh no, he's back. Heyo! Oh, he heyoed too. Right on. We both heyoed. I think subliminally, I probably saw that and then did the same. Alright guys, y'all ready for some plus? Well, for some it's gonna be first and then plus after. I'm at stone for sums when we get the group together. I actually was a little hesitant playing on EU because I wasn't sure if I'd be able to understand everybody, but I realized after I was picking my server that they have like English speaking like regions and stuff like that. So thankfully I haven't had too much of a problem with a language barrier. But a lot of the times I was out questing and stuff and I would try to create a party for a quest, like for example this one here, defeat Delia Hanako. Whenever I created the party for that, I would get people that would join that had like Russian character names, and I'd be doing a quest like over here, like biting the hand that feeds them. So I'd be standing right around that area inviting people to help me, and people would join that were on Kulturas, like on a completely different continent. And it was always like some Russian character name, and they never did anything, like they never tried to get over and help me or do anything. They would just join the party and not talk. So that's the weirdest thing that I've seen on the EU side, but it's not anything that affects my gameplay. It's just something that I thought was weird. The meeting stone has a weird rune in it now. It looks kind of cool. The little effects coming off of it and stuff. Kind of looks like a tiger eye or something, or a snake eye. Sick roll, cheer.
Yes!
He's gonna inspect me and leave. I probably should get away. He's gonna be like, oh, this scrub's gonna He's gonna fuck us up. Let's see.
Right, I'm back, dude.
Welcome back. I'm afraid this guy's gonna expect me and just dip out.
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't.
Yeah, I know.
Hopefully he doesn't expect me either. Are you in war mode, or are you like out of war mode?
No, I'm not in war mode.
That explains why I can't see you.
Oh, no worries. We could summon you still, I think, even if you're in
I'm
war mode.
already here, dude. I just
Oh.
can't help you guys summon. I'm just like kind of chilling here.
Right on. Well, there's two of us here, so we got it. We'll get
Great.
whoever else
So
comes.
you wait for people to actually, join then.
Yeah.
The tank and the healer's always the hard part.
Well, if they see the 3 DPS, they join pretty quickly after that, most of the time, from my experience on the NA side at least.
Yeah, this isn't NA, dude. EU, nobody gives a shit.
Oh, yeah.
The only time a tank's going to apply to the group, right, is if there are 3 DPS and a healer in.
All right.
Likewise, the only time a healer's going to apply to the group is when there's a tank and 3 DPS in.
Hey, if we gotta go that route, I'll switch. I ain't done any tanks or heals yet, but I wouldn't mind.
Let's not do that.
I'm a pretty good tank though, but
I mean, yeah.
I'm not geared. So that would probably be the worst part. Yeah.
So you might be mechanically good as a tank, but
I'll bubble. Yeah.
You're gonna get pummeled, dude.
Crushing blows and overkills and stuff.
It's the first time we played WoW together, mate. I don't want to see you get pummeled.
Man, my mog looks doo doo. That's all right. We'll get it going anyways. Yeah, I wish I could at least duel or something. Maybe I could duel Spaz. No, he'll think that I'm trying to. Probably.
If you duel this guy, he'll know that you have no gear.
Yeah, he'll be like running straight over me.
Oh wow, a 290 healer.
Ooh, he's on my level.
I don't know, man. I'm tempted.
He's got one more eye level than I do.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
it's a regular plus. We can probably do it.
Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it.
That'll at least get a tank in here, and then even if we do, yeah. I just hope they don't have that Raider IO. I actually downloaded it to see why people were rejecting me. Just to see what the add-on was about. It's basically gear score. It's some combination of WoW heroes or whatever, WoW progress built in. So exciting! Okay, I wanted to... Can you send me a link to your YouTube and your Twitch or whatever you're streaming?
At the minute, I'm just streaming on Twitch. I can send you the link. Can you send me the link to yours? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
In a sec.
I'll put yours in my chat or something. I don't think I have any viewers right now, but
I'll whisper to you.
Probably sort that out though.
I don't know if you can. You're Grazal, right? Grazal.
Grozal.
Double?
I don't know. Just send me a Discord, dude.
.com. All right. /c.
Much faster and then just copy and paste it.
C. All right. This should work if I remember it correctly. I got a custom URL. I don't know if you know about that on YouTube.
I'll have a custom URL. That's another reason why I was upset and losing my channel, dude. I
What's
just
that?
set up a custom URL of channel Tribaleyes, right?
Yeah.
And then I lose the channel like about 2 days later, and I'm like, oh, I can never get that URL now.
Oh no.
So if I ever like hit it big and become big on YouTube, and people try to go to channel Tribaleyes, they're gonna go to this old as fuck channel, and it'll be a complete and utter disaster.
Yeah.
But,
Let me see if this works. I think that's the link. I just freestyled it.
right, one second, let me grab that. Where is it?
What's going on? It's Elude Stalwart. Okay, yeah, that's my channel.
Oh wow, man, you got a link very similar to mine. Nice one, dude. Hey, Kren, welcome to the stream, dude.
Okay.
What's up, nerd? What's up, geek, Kren?
Pink Rose says hi. He says, say hi to John. I was feeding the baby. Pink Rose got a baby now. And your link is Twitch. Let's see. Twitch TV, Tribal Logic. I got it. Okay.
Tribal Logic. Unfortunately, Tribaleyes is taken.
Oh, no.
I made this channel years ago. And
Those are fans. That's what it is. It's a fan. He's trying to take your name. So you...
I'll tell you what, I'm going to see who Tribaleyes is on Twitch. I want to actually go to this channel.
Yeah, let's all go troll him.
Right, he's got 4 followers.
Oh, so he's big time. He's a big man. Tribal
Wait, I
Logic.
actually know these guys. Wait a minute. Oh, fuck, this is my old channel. That's right.
Oh,
I
some
don't even know the
you're all talking shit. Some d-bag took my name. It was you.
Yeah, and then it's me. And then it's me.
There you go, right there. That's the link for Tribal's Twitch. Go say hi to him.
Don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with that. I don't think I can get that back. But okay.
Man,
None of these guys have left yet.
they're usually pretty patient on the NA side as well.
Maybe in NA, mate.
They know the
Definitely
tank
not
and
in
healers.
EU, though.
Let's see. It looks like Lara V, the Nightborn monk you got there, is also PvP or war mode.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Cool. I actually have somebody keeping me company now. Where are you?
that's a good thing.
Where is
Maybe
she?
they got skills. It says
She's
merchant
here.
Coast.
Oh, where the fuck's the merchant coast?
No
Isn't that in- Oh
clue.
yeah. I do
Calmador.
recognize her from somewhere. She's in like Ratchet.
It's some
Alright,
gold
thank you.
farmer. You invited a gold farmer.
I mean, I don't know of any gold farming spots near Ratchet, but if there is one, she's got to let me know.
That's how they would create their character in that starting area in Calmar, like Duratar, and
Yeah,
then
that's right.
they would like hop over the mountains and swim out to
Yeah,
Ratchet.
that's what I'm gonna be doing in Classic. I'm gonna be creating my character. You go through the hidden path.
Yeah.
You avoid all like the sharks and shit. You open this chest under a waterfall. You get like 20 silver.
Oh, really?
20 silver at level 1.
That's
I
pretty.
remember back in the day,
That's pretty
what I
big.
used to do-
I
what
never
used
knew
to do
that.
Back in the day, when I played WoW TBC when I started, I think I was like 6 or 7 year old. Right? Couldn't have been any older than that, surely. 6 or 7 year old. That's what I would do.
I was like 19 or 18 or something, or 6 or 20.
Nice one. I'd get this 20 silver and then I'd half stone back and I'd just buy all like the vendor armor, you know, the blacksmith.
Yeah, that's a good start.
Armor, I'd be like, oh, it has more armor.
Fuck yeah.
So I'd waste my 20 silver on random shit.
My first priority is always bags. I try to get my bags as big as possible. I'd spend all my gold on bags, or all my copper and silver on bags.
Kren says I could boost you through some mythics if you played a good faction. Well, Kren,
Ah.
I am actually leveling in Alliance 2 actually. So when I hit 120, I will give you a buzz.
What's your level on Ally? Because I don't have one. Maybe I could.
Honestly, I've just character restored one of my old characters on Spinebreaker, I think, and
Yeah.
he's only 110, I think. No, he's not even, he's 100.
Right on.
He's 100.
Well, my plan was to get this guy up, and then I could get a demon hunter up pretty quickly, I think, on Ally.
Demon Hunters are cool, yeah. I looked in his inventory when I went on him yesterday. He's got so much stuff from WoD. Like, you remember the old salvage crates and the.
I didn't play much of WoD. Actually,
Basically, you built a garage. Everyone had a salvage yard, right? Everyone had the salvage yard. You'd get these boxes. I think you got them from missions. I can't remember where you got
the
them.
garrisons, yeah, I remember that.
You'd open them and you'd get transmog items from like 12 years ago. It was.
Really? That's cool.
They nerfed the hell out of these boxes and everyone just deconstructed the salvage yard. Frankly, WoD was a dark time, and I don't even like remembering.
I maxed out Psycho Crusher, my warrior, and got into the garrison. I found out how they were going to run the game just by keeping you there in your little garrison and instantly queuing. Yeah, that wasn't fun for me.
I will admit, for the first like 2 months of WoD, I was kind of happy because they had a lot of end-game content initially.
Yeah, and the story too, like the cinematics.
Yeah, the story was lovely as well. Like, frankly, it was beautiful.
Yeah. It's fun the first time.
I myself have always been a bit like really into lore, right?
Oh, okay.
So when I found out, you know, we're going to Draenor, we're gonna meet Duratar, Blackhand, Kargath.
Yeah.
My favorite of the worlds. I'm like, oh fuck. I was so desperate to get into the beta of that expansion.
Yeah.
So very desperate.
Hell yeah. Oh, thanks again too. Like, I don't know if you guys know, Tribal was pretty good at helping me out getting some keys in beta for BFA. I got my cousin that key, but he didn't use it. He was getting demoralized, so he was quitting the game around that time, I think. I think he's still playing, but I ain't ran with him in a while. But yeah, the BFA beta was a very dark time for me.
BFA beta was a great time for me, man. It's the first beta I got into. I won a key, and you know, like tons of people were doing giveaways, yeah.
Yeah.
I won like 7 or 8 keys.
I remember you.
I just kept entering these competitions, getting
Baller.
keys and just giving them to my mates.
Right on. See, I wish I could have did that, like, for my viewers, just, like, try to get some keys to give away and shit, but honestly, like, there are ways you could build your audience really quickly, and I'm aware, like, I could do things differently and build my audience.
That's why I kicked myself over it, because basically I would give these keys to other people streaming, right?
Yeah.
Such as Turstful. You know Turstful is.
Yeah.
Because I want to see him get a big audience. I know that these guys can make it.
Uh-huh.
When in reality, I could have just used them myself and got a decent audience out of it.
Uh-huh. Exactly. But that's not the way you want to build your channel. Like, you'll get a lot of people, a lot of subs that are nobody, that don't watch.
I don't care, dude. It's a sub nonetheless.
We got.
I'd rather have 10 minutes of fame than nothing.
Yeah. We got a shouterer. Yeah, the tank. You can invited him. Cool.
Shouterer.
Yeah, I'm doing the.
I feel like we need to send this guy back to school, dude. I don't know.
He's 340 though.
Works,
He's at least supposed to be here.
Where is he? Oh, is he actually there?
Yeah, we're summoning right now. Probably should have summoned you first. You're the leader.
I'm here.
Oh, right.
We're just in different phases. He's here with me, man.
Welcome.
Oh, he's like, he's in a Nixie's lair. What is he doing?
Let's do this.
No,
He's probably mount farming.
Come back here. Oh.
What happened?
I wanted him to help me summon, he just fucked off.
Oh, we got it. Sick rolled and I. We did the sums.
Oh, cool.
So, what kind of food do you use haste food like I do? Because I can trade you some haste food.
I don't know, dude. Man, I haven't played in like 3 or 4 months. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I could use some multi-strike food though, you know.
Yeah. All right.
Bit of multi-strike.
Hunter, icy veins, buff food. Okay, we're in the M plus, but it's a Mareg.
Yeah, so there's no point in eating and shit. Well, I mean,
Oh, true that. For me, it's gonna help me, so I gotta get my food on. Everyone got summoned. Yep, we all here. We all here. All right, let's do the damn thing. I feel like I should put the music on or something because I love the music in this song.
Music on. I don't know if my stream can hear it, but I've got it. What item level am I? I am level 346, Cred. I haven't played in like 4 months.
Oh, we started. My bad.
I took a big extended break, dude.
How long were you away?
What mean? Like a month. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
By my standards, I've never really been away from WoW for that long, ever.
Yeah.
Like, WoW has been that game I've played ever since I was young. No question about it. You know, every day I would get all my phone back. Right?
Same here.
And then ever since BFA came out, I didn't have the desire to do it anymore. A lot of shit happened. I feel like I should make a video about it. Basically, I had a big falling out with my guild, and there are no other guilds that raid that I can get into. And I am a raider. I like raiding. So the fact that I can't raid.
That to me was always the end game. Like you're always working towards getting to raid.
Have you killed Cahoon yet?
No, I'm still.
Killed him on LFR though. Killed him on LFR.
I don't know. Not even LFR. I don't think.
Same. I haven't even been in LFR.
Is he out on LFR yet though? I don't think that wing's out.
Oh.
Yeah. Then no, I have not. For a long while, it was just I had to max my character, so I got 1 ally and 1 horde, and I didn't look. Once I got my ally guy up, I didn't even look at in game. I just went straight over to the horde and got my horde guy up.
Like, I've heard so much about Cahoon as a raid boss, right? I've heard he's like one of the best bosses, like so far, right?
Really?
I've heard so much, right? And I really want to find out. My guild, I think, just cleared him on the road, right? But I haven't even killed him on LFR. It kind of upsets me. I'm still in the guild.
Yeah.
Every time I log on, no one talks to me. No one acknowledges me.
Oh no.
I'm just kind of there.
You're the guild leper. Oh no.
I'm just in the background, dude. I could show you guys guild chat, man.
Oh shit.
Like maybe every few days I might have one guy say, "Oh hi Tribal, how you doing?" And then everyone will just go quiet.
Oh no.
Like,
What is it? Do they know you stream? Are they worried about being exposed?
No. But in the past, I'll admit, I used to use my stream to like kind of give some of them chew. You know what I mean? Like in the past, I've been an immature little bastard, right?
Oh, okay.
Like, oh, I don't like this person in my guild, so I'm gonna
So What you're saying is you're entertaining to watch?
Definitely, mate.
Yeah.
Come alliance and join my guild. Kren, I'll join it on my new team, dude. I will join it on my alliance team. You on Silvermoon or
I joined on Karazhan. I was following Salty Dead whenever I created this guy, but I didn't realize he didn't play BFA. I mean, he plays it, but he doesn't take it very. He's level 111, and he's playing Eve, so I'm pretty much floating out here on my own. If I do make another tune, I'll get on that server.
It's a regular thing, but as of lately, like, I mean, I used to have so much time to play, right? Like, even during college. I could come home from college. Oh, my assignment's due tomorrow. Oh, it's fine. I'll just play 6 hours of WoW, right?
There you go.
And I still came out with a high, with like some of the highest scores in the class, right? College in England is like the easiest thing ever.
Oh, right on.
But basically, I don't have that time anymore. I mean, I would if the game was entertaining, but I log on WoW and I can't raid. There is no one to play with. I don't get entertainment out of it anymore. It's kind of sad, but Wararu, welcome to the stream, dude. It's been a while. Yeah, I'm still alive, dude. Filter ass. Kren, are you on US or something, dude?
I'm trying to figure out. The healer said 2 minutes. Is he AFK? No.
Let's not do anything while he's AFK. Let's actually just have a dance.
You don't come in, start a mythic, be a whack healer, and then AFK for 2 minutes.
I mean, we can't really be mad at him, dude. It's only a +0. It's not like
True that.
A +10 and he's like fucking our timer up.
You and this tank are carrying us. I'm trying to be like useful, but I'm not even. He's gonna die.
I haven't played in ages, mate. I'm just kind of dance fighting right now. It's really cool, actually.
I'm worried because the tank. Well, it looks like he knows what he's doing. Okay. All right.
I am tempted to play my Death Knight again at some point. I don't know.
I was thinking Death Knight initially before I boosted the BFA character.
Death Knight.
Pete Vega, what's up, man? Death Knight, really? You like it? I don't know. Like, I haven't really played it this expansion, but most classes are feeling a little different. How's it going, Pete Vega? Long time no see, man. Pink Rose says that Pink Rose might play soon too. Like soon today or soon within the next few days. Pete Vega says, how are you? I'm doing well. And oh, Pink Rose and Pete Vega going off in chat. Salutes to you guys. Long time no see. I'm going to catch up to you, man. You're survival. Okay, survival hunter, game on. I'm going to focus here and I'm going to start trying to knuckle down and at least beat the tank's DPS. At least. Hopefully. How is baby? Yeah, how is the baby, Pink Rose? Still not sleeping fully through the night, I imagine. Or maybe by now, surely you've got a schedule going. I'm sure y'all figured it out by now. I forget how long it took for me to figure out the Chirin. A few days. Okay, so Pink Rose gonna be on in a few days. What's
a long ass 2 minutes, Mr. Healer?
I know, right? What?
CC, please. Oh yeah, I remember now. I'm the guy who CCs, aren't I? Who am I meant to? I'll CC this guy here. Fuck it.
I could probably Repentance as well, but I'd have to respect. There goes the CC. Looks like the healer's back anyways.
Great, 0.5 seconds of CC.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Am I serious?
Oh.
I'm very serious, dude. Very serious. Yeah, me and Scarl had a massive falling out. Basically, you know how it is.
I'm going down.
Scarl is French. I am British. The French and British have never really got to begin with.
Oh no. Some bad blood between factions. Oh. Oh no. Don't die. Don't die. This healer is not very good.
Whoa.
KO. Ajibus. P Vega said, good to see you, Elude. Well, appreciate it. Good to see you too, man.
The actual wiping on a +0 really concerns me.
It's the heals. I mean, we know it's the heals.
Well, yeah, but whatever.
I think we'll manage, though, if we can.
Well, thanks for stopping by, mate. You have a great day. And, yeah, stay dry out there, dude. If it is wet wherever you are. It's wet as fuck over here right now.
She's sleeping for 8 hours. Right on. That's awesome.
Yeah, let's kill this thing.
She's a good baby. Alright. I don't remember him spewing so much shit everywhere like this.
Anyway,
These-
yeah, you guys watching my stream right now, do me a massive favour, and that's smash the follow button if you haven't already. In addition, take your ass over to that channel, smash the sub button. Of course, so if you'd rather sub to me on Twitch, please do so. You know, you guys might have heard of a nice thing called Twitch Prime, right?
Twitch, yeah, give them your Prime sub.
Don't do that. Do not give me the Prime sub. I haven't even figured out a way to open my, to actually get the money into my account yet, so...
Oh,
There's really no point giving me anything right now.
yikes. Don't these totems have to die at the same time?
Yeah, I'm fucking nuking the totem. What am I doing?
Yeah, that made him mad.
I take full responsibility for that. Do
Okay.
not kill that middle totem. Do not.
No, not touching it. I'm going for this one. Which one is it full health? That one over there? Alright, I'll keep my whack ass over here on this one and slowly get it down.
Yeah.
And now you're on that one. Need
I
some
can bring
help.
this one down rather quickly. Don't worry.
Alright, I'll keep working on this one. We need that middle totem. Alright,
Rather low now.
mine's not quite there. Yep, okay, I'm ready. I'm popping it. Alright, we just need this one. Come on, get it, get it, get it, get it! Come on! Okay, we did. Whoa. Yeah, we cut it close. Toxic pull. Okay. Right on. Alright, man. Step this up, Pally. Let's go. Nightmare, or Elude Stalwart.
I was thinking about going back to my Death Knight, but Survival Hunter is so fucking satisfying.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard it was good.
The revamp is really good. Really good.
Another one.
Trying it out.
Fury Warrior is fun. Fury Warrior? That is fun. If you like fast-paced classes. Because they'll speed up as combat goes, and then you get so much rage at a certain point where you can't even spend it as quick as you're getting it. Pretty nuts.
I mean, I am going to be maining a warrior on the Alliance side. Actually, I'm torn between warrior and shaman on the Alliance side. I don't know if Trend would like to give me any feedback on that if he's still lurking around.
I don't know about shaman this expansion, but I know the warrior. They fixed tanking as well for the warriors. I'm not sure about arms. I think arms is just straight up probably good, but Fury is definitely a lot of fun. Well, I at least got above the tank there. Maybe I could eat some food. No. This tank doesn't like CC. Didn't he ask for it earlier, though?
1 minute.
Polymorph. Nah. Alright, let's knuckle down.
Shaman versus Glass. Well, yeah, I'll definitely give Shaman a try, man. The thing is, though, my Shaman is like level 20, and my Warrior is level 100, so it's like, can I be asked leveling through Northrend again, right?
Or paying 60 bucks to boost him.
I'm definitely not. I was tempted for a while, but it's like, I do not have the money, right?
Right.
I'm saving up to go abroad next year.
Oh, really?
The fact that I have the money already, it's not a problem.
Hell yeah.
I'd like to focus more on that. And then I'm going to be getting my own apartment afterwards or something, you know, I have a lot of stuff to save up for.
Right on.
Frankly, I'm finally sick of living with my parents.
I mean,
It became a pain in the ass, man, like...
I don't doubt it.
Every night.
It's still good though, man, if you can save up enough like you have been. Like, it's worth it for at least that.
It's not a problem, dude. The thing is, when I want to save up, I can save up. But
Yeah.
when the lads invite me to go out for a drink at the pub, I go from like 50 quid to 0 quid in about 3 hours flat.
That's rough, man. You gotta bring them back to the homestead. And just get a case and smash it at the house.
I just need to calm my fucking ass down.
Muddy liver and all that. What's up, Salty? We're running them a plus right now. Well, Mythic Reg at least. Trying to see how far we can take it. Oh,
Welcome to the dual stream chat, Salty Day.
yeah. Too bad you're not maxed yet, man. You could be running with us. But you're all into Eve lately, right?
I might get a good idea.
Oh, yeah?
That's fun. Like, if we are together, just create Well, what we yesterday did.
Oh, you want to start some lobies?
Could
Start
be
some
fun.
fresh tunes?
It could be fun, but
Well, like I was saying, I'm probably not going to balance or juggle too many tunes because I got like all 12 of them on the Horde side on the NA account.
okay.
I'm
Never
amassing the
mind
army
then.
on the ally side, and now I have the EU account. I think just one Horde, one ally on either account's probably the way to go.
So, Elude, are you paying 2 subs right now? Or?
Yeah, this one's actually running out in maybe like 7 more days or so, and I just renewed
Hey,
the
man,
sub
2
for
subs
the.
at once. That's terrible, man.
Yeah, I don't actually plan on keeping them both active at the same time like they are right now.
Of course not. You can't plan on that. That's a
Yeah,
disaster.
but
Like,
I will probably
that's just
alternate
bank
though.
account.
I might go NA for a while for a few months and then
Is
switch
it
to the
cheaper?
EU.
One way. Is one of them cheaper than the other, or are they both like kind of
No,
work out?
EU is definitely more expensive because of the
Oh, I might
conversion.
just go one here then.
What's that?
I might just go one here then.
Oh.
I'm a fucking cheap bastard.
Let me know, man, because I'd run with you.
Nothing left for me on EU anyway.
Right on. The only reason why I've been dabbling with the EU stuff is because of my play schedule. Normally is like in the mornings, and that's the evening for you guys. So that works out better than.
What, like around this time?
Yeah, right now it's like 10 a.m. over here. Yeah, 10.
Oh, nice stuff, man. It's like 4 p.m. here, dude.
Right.
For me, it's almost 5 p.m.
I've just almost got myself fucking I've just almost got myself murdered again.
Barbecuing.
Twice. Can somebody clip that, please? Don't actually clip that.
Can you turn it off? I don't know.
Disaster.
Healer's starting to struggle. Man.
What's your
he's
channel,
gonna-
Tribal?
Tribal, I will throw it in general chat right now, dude.
Alright, Pete Vega, take it
Is
easy.
it on Twitch or YouTube?
It's on Twitch, dude. It's on Twitch.
Oh, nice.
I posted it in the stream
I
chat.
used to dual stream. I used to stream on both, but now
Yeah.
at this point I'm just gonna stick to Twitch.
I'm still doing the dual stream. What was your reasoning for switching just to Twitch?
Well, there was a few. For a start, I wanted to become a bigger streamer, so I'm like, oh, there's most people who are big on streaming are on Twitch, right? Much more friendly platform.
Yeah.
And then there was it's generally better. And
Yeah.
then also, I like to be able to ask for a kappa in chat and actually get a kappa. If you ask for a kappa in your chat right now, can I have a kappa in Elude's chat, please? It just comes out as a weird little emoji yellow face and a.
Oh.
It's not the kappa we know and love, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I didn't realize that.
This tank is not aware that our healer's not even like half of his item level.
I think he knows. I think he thinks he's very good though.
If he knew, he would not have done what he's just done.
He's definitely not making the healer's job any easier.
Probably, I will probably stream tonight, but then
I
like Warcraft, but the vanilla. I like vanilla.
I can't wait to stream Classic. I cannot
Same.
fucking wait.
Totally.
I can't wait for all the views I'm gonna get, man. It's gonna be great.
Hell yeah.
Amazing, dude.
I hope so, man. I want to try to catch the wave on that one at least. Add priority here. KK.
Whoa, we're pulling already?
Yep.
I keep forgetting that survival booker has like a charge. I keep forgetting that.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't even realize you're sitting here in melee range.
Yeah, I'm playing survival booker.
Right on.
The thing about survival is they're good in PvP as well because they have an ability which lets them go ranged for like 15 seconds.
Nice.
Like watch. Look at me now. Look at me. There we go. I'm ranged. I'm now a ranged hunter again.
That's cool.
I'm just throwing birds at people. Oh, I forgot to stand in the fucking blood, didn't I?
Yeah.
I used to be so good at this dungeon. I used to know all the tactics off by heart, and now I kind of just, well, forgot.
Come on, do something. I'm just struggling to stay relevant here. Come on. Take it down. There we go.
Don't mind if I check my phone mid-boss fight, right?
No, go ahead. Alright. Go that one.
Why?
What happened?
I've just done the most stupid thing ever. It's alright. I fixed it. I sorted it out. No problem.
Right on. Sorted.
Drop the sword, mate. Alright, kill the ad.
Working on it. Hitting him with my Nerf bat.
Your 297 nerf bat.
Yeah. So whack. Okay, tiny blood. Oh, you took it from me, monk. Thank you. Oh no! I'm gonna bubble. It's okay. Oh, Elude Stalwart, you're so bad. I don't know if we're gonna get one after this, unless it's gonna be like a my key, your carry type situation. I don't know if people still do that though.
Yeah, I could start us out with one of them, probably, dude. I know people, right?
Oh no!
I could not survive that.
KO. Should I release? I should release, right? I don't know if the healer's concerned with me. No, healer's dying too. Yeah, I'll release. Thug life.
I definitely should be dead right now. Do I have any food? Please tell me I have food.
I got food. Well, I don't know if I could trade it to you though.
No, it's fine, it's fine. I'm a hunter. I can probably get my health back fairly quickly anyway.
I could see how to get to you guys, but I'm gonna pull ads. Nope, I could go this way. I'll see. Let's see. Get off of that. Alright, there we go. There we go. Oh, 2 of these? Oh no. We need an interrupt on that one. I can stun it?
What?
No, can't
What's
stun
going
it.
on up there?
We got 2 of those fearing pterodactyls. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Okay. I got that one.
You know, I keep telling myself every day that I'm gonna have a nice quiet day in, play some World of Warcraft or something.
Uh-huh.
And then after telling myself that, I tend to hear you know the Facebook Messenger sound.
Yeah, the boom.
Yeah, I tend to hear that, and I check my Facebook, and I have like about 5 people asking me to go out.
Oh, party animal.
Basically, my plans of let's have a quiet day
Yeah.
turn into let's go out.
You gotta give the people what they want.
Well, I've just got myself stuck.
How? I was LOS. Maybe I wasn't far enough.
Well, I fucked up my disengage and ended up slap bang in front of him.
Oh shit. Goodness. Come on, do something with your life, Elude Stalwart.
By the way, people watching the stream right now on my end, do you actually hear the music, or is it just kind of there, like for me? Because I've got it turned down like really low. So.
Nope, there's another one. I'm behind the wall. Maybe it's latency. Maybe I'm lagging a little bit.
I mean, you without a doubt, you will. Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh, I'm dead.
Maybe I could bop you. There you go.
Avenge me, Elude. Oh,
I just bopped you, man.
I fucking love you, man.
You're welcome, San Diego.
Fucking legend, man.
I know utility and interrupts and stuff.
I mean, paladins are good with that, aren't they? Oh, fuck. Why am I over? Why have I run over here?
Why am I still feared behind this wall?
No.
But I keep going back to it.
No, not again.
See, Sickroll knows what I'm talking about. He says, for some reason, this block doesn't exist. It wasn't LOSing for us.
Could I please get loot that I actually need? Yeah, thanks, Blitz.
Oh, I didn't realize they were dropping loot, because this is regular, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, of course they are. Have you been looting them?
I've been looting, but all I'm getting is Azurite.
No, you'll definitely get loot from the last boss then. So,
Oh, right on. I hope so.
in here, so you're very likely to get loot. I feel like that's one of the problems with BFA, right? And that's one of the reasons I quit. Because the only way to get gear right now, the only way is raiding, right? Raiding an M+, yeah?
Yeah,
right?
I suppose.
Now, that's great and all, but when you're a 340 item level, the only way to gear up is to go raiding, right? And I'll tell you why. Because while you can get gear from Mythic Plus,
The weekly,
is there any group, let's say for a +6 or a +10, +10 best scenario, because then you get a big piece of loot at the end of the week, right?
Right.
Only plus 10 groups that are going to invite a 340 guy.
No, yeah, no.
No, of course there isn't, right?
Unless
So
you
the
got your
only
good
way
group
you
of
can gear up
friends.
at 340 is by raiding.
For
But if you
BC and
can't
Wrath of the
raid,
Lich King, and I want to even say Cataclysm, those expansions, I had my 5. There was 5 of us that would run together, and we were solid.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we would group and run that shit.
Yeah. Of course, I don't have that. I have, like, myself.
Isn't it weird that that's the case with all this cross-server shit and everything and more community
It
altogether?
kind of just tears people apart more.
It
because
does. Why is that?
Before cross servers, you had individual realms, and everyone knew each other on these realms.
Yeah,
right?
you had your
So
reputation.
You could be theoretically free 10 item level and get invited to a mythic raid
Yeah.
just because you know everyone in there, they know you, they know you're a good player.
Exactly.
No problem, right? It would not be a problem at all.
Oh.
Beware.
You get 340 plus from Warfronts. Well, Kren, that kind of just, you know...
Yeah, Warfronts.
My argument. You can get 340 from Warfronts, but the only way you can get anything like 355, 360, 370...
I don't know much about Warfronts, but what I have learned about them seems very gimmicky. Like, the Warfront thing is just a gimmick.
Beware.
You shouldn't put gear behind a gimmick. You shouldn't have people forced to do a game mode.
And a lot of people, including myself, were very excited for them, yeah? Very excited.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we're going to be playing Warcraft 3 and WoW? Yeah, sign me up, sounds fucking amazing. Until you realise that the enemy's a boss, and you can't loot. So, this PvP thing
Oh, shit.
is suddenly 100% PvE.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't work. You can't take a PvP thing like Warcraft 3, or in this case Warfronts, and make it PvE. You just can't. And they have.
Wow, we did that.
It's impossible to lose. You can't lose a Warfront.
Really?
So if you can't lose it, what's to stop you from entering a Warfront and just AFKing and let everyone else doing it? Nothing, and people do that.
That's kind of whack.
And Blizzard haven't addressed it.
Ew. Well, is 8.1 supposed to fix a lot of shit, right? Is that what maybe they hope to fix in 8.1?
Apparently it is.
Thank you, folks. Yeah, that tank was like, peace. I'm getting the fuck out of this group.
I've got 2 pieces of loot from this dungeon, and both of them have went to this fucking guy. 1 minute, what's it called?
Thank you. Alright, so what did you get? I got a Waycrest.
And I got a belt, and both of them have went to this guy, so basically he's just got 3 pieces of loot, and I've got nothing. What did I get in terms of keystone?
I got Waycrest Manor.
+2 Motherlode. I'd prefer to do Waycrest.
Yeah, same. Motherlode sucks. There's a lot of shit that can go wrong in a lot of bad places.
There's heroic Warfronts coming at some point. They get better loot. Oh yeah, by the way, welcome to the stream, Ben. Ooh, retail? Man, I mean, I've got a stream of Elude at some point, you know, and I don't think Elude and me are going to be playing Ascension anytime soon. So
No.
take it or leave it, dude.
I'll try to keep away from it because S-Fan, when his channel got banned, that's when I stopped. That's that guy I was talking about with Classic Cast and all that. I think he got banned because of the old WoW.
Well, no, I mean, you can stream anything you want on YouTube, right?
Yeah,
Well,
he was trying to go to Twitch, I think, or something.
yeah, you can't stream Ascension on Twitch.
Right.
You can't do that.
So I'm streaming to both, and I think I'm not like very big or anything like that, but I think if
You're not streaming private servers, are you?
no, not anymore. I was though. They're still on the channel, but
Yeah, of course, but you're not doing it anymore, so
right.
you're not gonna get banned for something that you did like months ago. Surely not, right? Surely not.
Later, man. Thanks. All right.
I'm gonna be right back. 1 sec, and quickly put my light on because I've noticed my webcam starting to get quite dark.
Right on. I need to actually turn my heater off because it's hot.
Boy is totally, definitely, 100% afraid of the dark, right? Definitely. Of course, right? I'm starting to get spooked.
Here, give me a second. I'm gonna turn off this heater.
But yeah, the fact that heroic pre-mades are coming, Kren, that doesn't really make a difference, right? You're still gonna go into these heroic warfronts, right?
All right, I'm back.
And theoretically, you're still not going to be able to lose, right? Because you're going to have a group of people who are just going to steamroll barrel through it anyway, right? You're gonna get these better loot from warfronts, but they're still not going to be challenging, right? No, I think heroic warfronts will be about as challenging to a, let's say, a 380, 370, or 380 player than normal warfronts are to a 340 player, which is not challenging at all. Like, until they make warfronts actually, like, losable, until people start to lose warfronts, they are not going to be fun, and it's a sad reality. But then the problem is,
it's like they're taking the conflict out of the game, and I think that's bullshit.
In an expansion themed around alliance versus horde conflict, there isn't any alliance versus horde conflict apart from world PvP, which is optional anyway.
Yeah.
I mean,
Classic Cast did an entire episode on that idea that I forget, they've changed the game motto. It used to be like something like easy to play, hard to master, or something like that. That was their idea behind class design and shit. But now it's like play fair and play nice. And it's like that's the idea they're going into, like, developing the game around. So they're trying to make everything fair and nice.
In hindsight,
no.
They should have, in hindsight, made it so these warfronts are a PvP, right?
They're making
PvPers want more content. There you go. You should have had PvE and PvP warfronts, right? Two different ones.
Is that the case? They don't have a PvP warfront? I thought that's what they were. Oh,
no.
I don't know anything about warfronts.
The bots in warfronts, dude. They're all bots.
Really? That's stupid.
Everything is bots. Everything is bots.
I mean, I was really looking forward to their AI design, because supposedly they made AI smarter this expansion.
I mean, in Armed Expeditions, the AI is definitely smarter, right?
They are.
Armed Expeditions aren't the problem. Armed Expeditions, they're not fun, but they're not boring either, right?
The Warfront AIs aren't the same, though? Like, they don't use that same AI for the Warfront mobs?
Warfront AI are just programmed to move to a select location and attack things, right?
Oh, so they're just like normal world mobs.
If every single player, if you got 40 group, right, and went into a normal Warfront, right? Theoretically, if you could, and everyone AFK'd, right?
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't lose. You wouldn't lose.
That's pretty lame.
So that your troops are stronger than theirs, so that they will never quite reach your gates.
I don't
They will
under.
get close. They will not reach your gates.
And this was supposed to harken back to, like, the real-time strategy games, right?
Yeah, this was meant to be Warcraft 3.
Like, you're on the foot. You're out on foot.
I'm pretty sure in Warcraft 3, if you went AFK for like 2 minutes, you'd get fucking murdered.
Yeah.
Quite simple, you'd get obliterated.
Well, are they going to have harder modes, maybe, with a higher reward at some point? Maybe this is just the first look at it?
Potentially.
Because, I mean, Warcraft, I remember there being, like, difficulty settings for those type of games. Like, you could increase the difficulty of the AI. And even Island Expeditions have the, Mythic mode that you could switch to.
You can actually lose warfronts, but you have to actively go out your way to do so. Well, that's what I mean. Right?
You could be the guy sabotaging.
If you go out your way to lose, then you're not really losing, are you? You're just succeeding.
Succeeding.
Yeah. Alright?
GG.
You should be able to lose in World of Warcraft by being bad. That's how WoW should be. If you are a bad player, you should lose.
Agreed.
Because it gives you more incentive to get better.
Yep. Alright, so we want to try to get this. I don't feel like I'm up to snuff here. Because I guess we could try a +2, but I don't know. We're going to have to look closer at the other people's item level. They're going to have
try this +2. It's up to you, dude.
They're going to have to carry me, though, because I ain't doing shit right now, apparently.
Yeah, and you say that as if I know what I'm doing, dude. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know the tactics. I might be top on the DPS meter, dude, but I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
You're at least geared.
Yeah,
Alright,
I mean,
let's try it.
You consider 340 geared, dude. Yeah, totally.
Compared to me, 300? You got 40 on me. Alright, let's try Waycrest then. I got the key.
Yeah,
it's +2. Where does it go? I'll keep this rolling until you want to quit or give up, or vice versa, whether or not.
I think I've got like another hour on my hands at least.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna hop off. And
Maybe-
then, I'm gonna
maybe
see
it's
what
true.
everyone's doing.
Right on. And then for me, I'll probably actually, whenever I was talking about that demon hunter on the ally side, I might do that for a little bit. I don't know if I'll stream it though. For me, I normally log in about 11 o'clock. For me, that's like 45 minutes from now or an hour. So that'll work out good for today's.
They say you have the heir of the throne.
Now, Waycrest, what zone? That's Coltiris, right? So I got to get
That's
over.
Coltiris, that's Drustvar, I believe.
Let me get over
Probably
there.
wrong, I don't know.
Drustvar. Coltiris. Drustvar. Yeah, I think you're right.
Pretty sure it is.
I still got to get the flight path out there. I ain't even quested in all these zones yet.
It's kind of nice. I will admit that questing in this expansion was fun, right?
I enjoyed it, yeah.
The war campaign could have used someone.
I almost completely leveled in just Zoldazar in just that one zone. I quested all throughout it and got to 118. I was like, oh my god. So I think I'm going to try to figure out, I was talking about this earlier, how to do just the dungeon quests, all the quests leading up to that zone's dungeon. And if I do level my alts, that's what I'm going to stick to. But I'm trying to get...
The best way to level up is armed expeditions, actually, dude.
Oh, for real? See, I'm not as concerned with leveling quickly. I'm more concerned with trying to get...
If you want to level quickly, it's armed expedition.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'll probably do that later on then, at some point, whenever I level alts. But for my initial tunes, I'm trying to get the professions and the reputations. That way I don't have to do it on the other tunes. Like Pathfinder, I'm trying to get Pathfinder Part 1 already. So I have that account wide and everything. And then after that, then I'll go into like efficiently leveling as fast as possible. But I want the goodies first. And that takes time. That's what my goal was with questing in just Zoldazar. I wanted like as much Zandalari rep as possible. And I got to honor just doing those quests. I'm almost revered. And that's without world questing at all. But I've also been using this WoW token, the 14% increased experience.
Just, they moved the Maelstrom again.
Yeah, that map looks different every time I look at it.
It does look different.
Well, each expansion, at least, it's changing.
The Maelstrom's going to end up in the Bay of Vajara at some point.
I was thinking RP-wise, like maybe cartography's improved over the years and they're just drawing the map more accurately. But
how can you like mistake a map from being like in the middle to like there though? Like you can't mistake that.
I was thinking like historical maps of different places and shit. Like they're less detailed the older they are and shit. So
yeah,
like
that is true. That is true.
As you start learning how to map things more better, I guess it gets accurate. But like those two huge land masses popping up out of the ocean out of nowhere, and you've been to the Maelstrom before, like really?
Yeah, exactly. You would have seen them before, surely.
I would imagine, yeah. The turtle, I get that. Pandaria still hasn't moved though, even though that's a mobile turtle. And you see him swimming when you're on that continent. Like he's actively moving, but still in that same spot. Maybe the Maelstrom made the tide so...
Why am I being attacked by mushroom people?
Oh.
I've never been to this area before being attacked by mushrooms. This is weird.
I saw that there was like a Bambi with fungus growing on its back.
Yeah, I mean, it's something like that.
So bad for him. Poor little bugger.
What the fuck? Oh, that's my wolf.
Give me the monolite! Ah, there we are. No! Parkour. I'm working my way to the stone. Working my way to the
yes, and me.
Both of you are in war mode though, so I don't know how that's gonna help.
I mean, I'll have to summon within them when he gets himself here. But he's in the northern. Why is everyone in the Barrens?
What is happening in the Barrens?
That healer is in the Barrens. This guy's in the Barrens. What's going on in the fucking Barrens?
Uh-oh. Maybe it's like World PvP or something. He is war mode. He's probably ganking noobs. Exercising power over people. Got that flight path. Alright.
I have no idea why I'm getting so into electro swing lately. This isn't healthy.
What is electro swing? Is that music?
Swing music, dude. It's just swing,
Oh. Electro
Oh,
swing. I like electronic music quite a bit, I think. I think that's what I listen to. I listen to some weird shit, man. I like to hear stuff I don't hear on the radio on repeat all the time.
I don't know, man. I just like to listen to good music. It's quite simple.
What's that like over there in the EU land? Where are you? You sound like not Irish or Scottish, right? What is your ethnicity?
Well, man.
Your accent is unique.
Most people usually think that I am from Scotland. Most people do think that I am.
Is that what it
quite
is?
Frankly, you're not wrong if you say I'm from Scotland. I am very far up north in England. Very far up north in England.
Ah, okay. So that's just how the dialect sounds up there, huh?
There's a lot of dialects in England.
Mexico and Mexicans are the same. Like, there's Californian Mexicans and Texas Mexicans, and they have different accents and slangs. So, like, I could kind of relate in that sense.
Secret Barons Party. Well, I hope not, Kren, because if it's a secret Barons Party and you haven't invited, then they're doing something wrong.
It would have to be secret for the name to be true. Barons?
Kren, you don't know me in person, right? So I'm going to let you off. But I've been officially crowned the heart of the party. And you know who crowned me that? That's right, me.
The self-proclaimed.
I am the self-proclaimed heart of the party.
Right on.
Except I need to calm my ass down and stop being the heart of the party because it always makes me poor. Right? I wake up the next day and I wonder where the fuck all my money's gone.
Why do I have a headache? And why is my bank account empty?
I don't get hangovers. I just wake up and I have no money and I'm in the middle of nowhere.
Lucky, man. I'd remember that.
A few weeks ago, I just woke up one morning, or it was one afternoon actually, and it was pissing down. It was like proper raining, and I was just laying in a bush.
Oh, holy shit!
And I was in like the next town over. So
Damn! I've never gotten blackout drunk like that. Well, that's a lie.
Or why I had somehow changed clothes while I was out. I didn't know that either.
Oh no.
It's quite confusing.
Yeah, I would have checked all my holes and made sure they're not all slimy and used. What happened last? You still have your kidney? No stitches or anything? Nobody like stole an organ from you?
Kenneth is the heart of the party. Well, Kenneth's not quite the heart of the party. Kenneth's just there. Alright? He's just there and he makes the party better, but he's definitely not the heart of it. You can have a party without Kenneth, no problem.
Oh man. Tanks and heals, huh? Waycrest +2 streaming, right on. Good ads. It's fortified, right? It's always fortified initially.
Yeah, it's fortified.
What are the affixes this week? Do you know?
I have no idea, dude. I don't keep up to date.
A lot of people do. I'm not one that does that either. I need something better than this wet noodle I'm hitting people with, though. Ugh, 296. My item level goes up pretty quick when I max the tune out. It's just, this is the very early stage. I literally just dinged.
Yeah, once you get to like 310, it just flies up.
Yeah. My warrior, I felt like...
hit 120 and I just flew up.
Felt like my warrior did way more DPS at lower item levels than the pally seems to be doing.
Here's hoping more people apply soon, man.
Yeah. I was looking at this rare over here, but...
Fancy mana door for the last like 10 minutes now. Kind of intimidating just standing here. I feel like when I was like 12-year-old and I'd walk to a friend's house, and I'd be like afraid of his dad or something. So I wouldn't knock on the door, and I'd just be stood in front of his front door for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then finally someone would come out, probably his man or something, and take out like the bin or something. And
Yeah.
I'd just kind of be stuck there.
Hello?
Are you alright, mate? How are you doing? Yeah. Well, what are you doing here? Oh, it's Timmy in. Oh, yeah. How long have you been here? Oh, about half an hour. Oh, why aren't you not? Oh, I forgot. And she give you that look like your brain dead or something.
Oh man. See, my house was the
It's
house
kind of
all of us
awesome.
kids hung out at growing up. Like, I was the house on the corner, and
Yeah, man.
we would roll like 12 kids deep walking down the street in our neighborhood. Like,
That's
we
awesome,
ran
right,
that
man?
neighborhood.
Nah, not me, man. My house was we'd go to mine if we wanted to play WoW.
Oh,
Right?
nice.
Literally, if we feel like playing WoW, we'd go back to my house. But otherwise, we'd just kind of be terrorized in the street. England's a very different place, mate. Very different place.
Well, for us, when I was growing up, we didn't really get on the computers as much or anything. We were always outside. So, like, we'd group up and go explore some woods or something near our house. We had, like, these
Yeah,
woods
I
that we
do.
got, and, like, just exploring. And, like, there were some times where we'd just walk throughout the town and go to, like, the pool or something like that. It was, like, 6 blocks away. So we'd get kids along the way and go swimming at the pool or something.
See, that's how it should be. That's what you should. That's what I did as a kid. That's what you did. That's what everyone should do, right? Kids should just go out and do random shit, right? But in
I
England
don't
right
know.
now, in my area anyway, we have a problem because kids are getting more and more spoiled. They're growing up with Fortnite.
Yeah.
Kids grow up becoming like chavs and shit, right?
But that's
So
how we
the
were.
other day,
That's how our
this
parents
is
saw
true.
us.
This is a true story. The other day, I was driving my mate's house, right?
Yeah.
Driving my mate's house, and I got a stone through my car and almost broke my windshield, right?
Oh shit.
And it was this group of kids at the side. So I remember I
No.
pulled over, right? And I am not kidding here, right? You can judge me however you want. I keep a crowbar in my car, right?
Yes.
I pull over and I get out and I pull this crowbar and I just start charging towards them. And they shit themselves.
Exactly.
They sprint, they're gone, right?
That's
And
what.
I'm just chasing these kids with a fucking crowbar, right? And like, I probably wouldn't have hurt them if I'd have caught them, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I saw who
Scare the
was
living
and
piss
I
out of
would
them,
have
though.
broken his elbow, right? I would have.
Yeah.
I saw the kid that threw that stone. I would have broke a finger at least.
Yeah.
Because if that had broke my car windshield, I'd have went home and my mum and dad would have killed me.
See, that's what you should have did. You should have snatched him up and then, like, in all the fear and like everything like that, ask him where he lives and walk his ass over to his house and tell his parents. That's kind of shit we would do.
That's the problem.
Yeah, the parents, they probably. That's true.
You could say to that dad,
That is
"Hey,
true.
your kids just almost broke my windshield. What are you gonna do about it?" I'd be like, "Oh, nothing."
He'd probably act really serious there, but then just let the kid off whenever you leave or something.
Yeah, probably.
It's the type of shit my mom would do.
If my windshield had broke, I probably would have done something drastic, but it's like, otherwise, frankly, Kenneth was calling my name. You don't know what that means. Don't ask what that means. So I just got back in my car and I just kept driving.
See, I would have actually had when you start talking to the parents, you want to get a parent serious, start talking finance, be like, hey, I need this windshield replaced because this is gonna crack. Like, it's gonna get cold and hot late. Like, the temperature's changing right now. Once I turn my heater on, if I start getting a spider web on my windshield, you're replacing that. Your child did this damage.
I like the sound of that, man. That's good thinking.
That's how you get an adult's attention. You talk finance.
Right, mate, I want £100 off of you right now, and if you don't give me it, I'm ringing the police.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That's what is it? It's not assault and battery. It's vandalism.
No, it's criminal damage. Though,
Yeah, vandalism. That's exactly what
vandalism,
that is.
criminal damage.
And you got the crack
Yeah,
in the
that's
windshield or
problem
whatever.
here. There was something like that a few weeks ago. I think it was in like a few towns over from me, but it was basically a kid that basically broke someone's windscreen wiper or something, right? They just snapped it off, right?
Wow.
And because this was a 9 or 10-year-old kid, he wasn't liable for criminal damage, and therefore nobody got charged.
But the parents should be. Like, then it goes to the parents.
Of course, but it's like, oh, it's a kid. He doesn't know what he's doing. Of course
Yeah.
he fucking knows what he's doing.
Yeah, kids are smarter than people think.
I didn't know you followed. Straight appreciate it. Well, hope you're having a great day in Canada. Flying here. Oh, nice. You got 2 people, mate. I always need a tank.
Oh, right on.
Good shit.
Yeah, that rogue said it was taking too long. He had to go. Hello. Oops. Hello. I need a guild. Hello. What server are you on? You're on.
I'm on a Vecnalash, mate.
I don't even know what that is. Vecnarash?
Vecnalash.
Vecnalash. I don't know.
Thanks for the follow, Forestry. Appreciate. Welcome to the family.
You still get followers?
What? What?
Oh my god!
I get like one a fortnight, but you know,
Yeah,
you know what they say. That is slow progress, but it is progress nonetheless, mate.
it's a step in the correct direction.
Of course it is. Of course. I mean, yeah, I still do occasionally get random people joining my stream, right? And it's
Hell yeah!
appreciate.
Right on.
Right, I like to see new faces around. I really do like to see new faces because it shows, right? Oh, my channel isn't stagnant. It isn't that.
Right.
It's just a really slow growing channel.
You never know, man. Like the way I think of it is as many videos as I put out, at some point I'll strike a nerve accidentally or something, and you'll never know when it's gonna happen. But
That's right.
all it takes is that one video to start going around to get your audience.
See, that's my problem though, right? Because I should be doing that, right? I should be doing that. But I keep pumping out these videos, right? And they take me like 20 days to make one video because I edit the shit out of it. And then said video gets like 12 views and it just breaks my heart, you know?
But that's not just that one video for, like, let's say it's a 5-minute video. That's not just a 5-minute video and then it's gone. Like, that's there forever. Or as long as you keep that account active. And people can find it if they don't find it today.
Oh, sound bloomer, mate. That explains why none of them are getting any views though, dude. No, but I'm liking this Serenia TV raid I'm getting here of 10 people.
Oh,
my brother streams on Twitch, right?
You're getting raided? That's cool.
No. I say I'm getting raided. He gets a decent audience.
Yeah.
And then he does it all the time. He raids people with his, like, 3 people in his stream chat.
Yeah.
So basically, thanks for the follow, by the way, dude. So basically, you'll just see, he does it to me all the time. So I'll just be sat here and I'll suddenly get, like, 3 viewers, right? And that's a lot for me. And then I get 2 followers, and I'm like, oh, well, you know,
right on. That's good. That's a good thing. You're at least getting rated, and that's cool. We're just waiting on a tank here.
Make a video saying classic as shit, and then Asmongold will react to it. Easy views. Kren, I really like your ideas. I might actually have to do that.
Asmund knows though, like he knows when people are looking for attention or what they're doing.
Yeah, but he gives them it. He gives them the attention though.
Oh, that's cool. I wouldn't be ready for that. I'd be terrified if hundreds of people showed up in the chat. Like I wouldn't even know what to do. I'd probably turn into like a stone man. Like, I am going to repair my gear now. Yeah. I don't feel like I'm very charismatic. I'm just.
I have 5 viewers right now. Theoretically, if that jumped up to 150,000 right now.
Yeah.
I'd probably just stop looking at the chat if I'm honest.
I would have to. I would have to turn that off and hope that it's running okay and just like do my thing. I wouldn't.
I'd just stop looking at the chat and I'd just let the donations pour in, you know?
Oh yeah.
If people then want me to react to something, read out their comment, they will have to donate to me.
Exactly.
To that. I can sell out proper hard. You know, I get it.
Proper sellout.
I have people in my chat right now who watch my brother, right? He is the biggest douchebag going, right? When it comes to streaming, he will log on to Overwatch, right? And he will throw a game unless somebody in his comp game subs to him on Twitch with Twitch Prime, right?
Whoa.
He's never done that, but I wouldn't put it above him.
Right. He's that type. I get it.
He is that type of guy. He would log on. He would log on to Overwatch, go into a comp game. Let's say he's in high plat, low diamond, right? He will go into team chat and he will say, "Right, guys, have any of you heard of Twitch Prime? Well, if you haven't, well, I'm gonna throw this game. So come on to twitch.tv/SereniaTV. Sub to me. Otherwise, I'm gonna pick a Widowmaker and I'm gonna dance to the spawn." That's exactly what he would do.
Oh shit. Well, that's how you got to be on your hustle. What is it? I think I heard Asmund say one day. He's like, Monday sellout day, Tuesday sellout day, Wednesday sellout day.
Every day sellout day.
Yep. Sellout stream. I think that's what he was saying.
See, if I ever get that chance on Twitch, right, to sell out, I will. But when you have like 5 viewers, you can't sell out. You just can't, right?
Yeah.
If I were to say to my 5 viewers right now, sub to me right now, right? And I'll do something, right? None of them's gonna do it, of course, right?
Yeah.
But then
I
I'm
think
not in it for the money anyway.
you should try everything. You should try anything that comes to mind. All your ideas, you should test them in some way because you never know. Nobody's got it figured out, and even if they do, it changes so often that even if they do have it figured out, it's already
So,
different.
in FX Eden, welcome to the stream, by the way, Sam. I suck the big wiener. Right. Well, you know,
Suck at the big
well,
pee-pee.
in FX, £10 is £10, okay? That's all I'm gonna say.
10 pounds to 10 pounds.
£10 is £10, dude, or in your case, $10 is $10. Sir.
Right on, yeah.
No one will ever know.
For you, 10 pounds is like $20 for me or something like that. The conversion is pretty good.
Like 13. I think like £10 is like 13.
Yeah, you're right.
You know?
It's a little bit more though.
It's a little bit more. Yeah.
Let's exaggerate.
What Reddit is Tribal's video on? Kren, he's taking the piss, dude. It's on r/autism. I don't know.
So you have a Reddit? I made a Reddit for mine, but I don't really know what I'm doing with it. I don't know, like.
Basically, someone in my chat's just saying one of my videos is on Reddit, but.
Oh, okay.
Not because. I mean, I can pull up my views right now, and I can tell you guys I don't get any views, but I don't give a shit. Really.
All it takes is one. There's only got to be one guy. Like a lot of these big streamers and shit, like there's 5 people supporting them, and that's it. That's all it takes. Like 5 people giving.
That's what I said. That's what I said. If somebody wants to post one of my streams or videos onto Reddit, even if that video gets like 1 million dislikes from it,
yeah,
it's still views, right? I don't care, dude.
I think like or dislike, love or hate, you're still provoking strong emotional reactions.
And if you do that, I will actually. Is r/autism a thing? 1 minute. Let me check this shit out.
You know it is. You don't even have to look. You know it is.
Part of me knows it is, but
I'll bet you it's like some charity thing though. It's probably like.
I don't know about charity, dude. It's Reddit.
The r/autism. Yeah. Here at the Autism Foundation, we love to make Reddit posts and be autistic all the time.
Well, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, innit?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, guys, we're gonna go to r/autism.
I'm curious.
It's actually a thing.
It is. I know it is. Look, it says modified. No, that's autism for toddlers. Oh, that's kind of demoralizing. I need to get off of this. No,
I don't think it's the r/autism I thought it would be though.
No, I think it's something else.
No, it's not. It's like genuine. It's the genuine subreddit.
See, I told you. I knew it was gonna be something like that. That's a downer. That's the first thing that came up on Google results. Is like Autism for Toddlers Foundation. So I got sad.
I thought it would be something like taking the piss out of people acting stupid, but it's not.
Yes.
I mean,
wasn't as tongue-in-cheek as you thought.
If I say this, do I sound like a bad guy? If I say that I'm kind of like sad that does that make me a bad person?
No, I don't think so. You should still be able to find joy in even the darkest of things, I guess.
You know, I feel like I'm allowed to take the piss out of autism because I have autism, you know?
Well, there you go. That's like, you can't be racist if you're that race. Or, wait, can you? Oh, no, yeah, you can. Chappelle showed us that. Do you remember
I can't really be racist towards, you know, other Caucasian white men if I myself am Caucasian white. What video should I post?
You know, the Dave Chappelle, he's the white supremacist, but he's a black dude. Here, Chappelle.
I don't know, Craig. I will send you a video, dude. I will send you a video. You can put this on r/autism, dude. I don't think it'll get you anything, but do I even have you on Discord? Yeah.
Copy.
Here you go, dude. Put that on Reddit, dude. Do it. I want to see how many views it'll get. If this video suddenly explodes and gets like 5 million views, by the way, or like 5k views, 50k, right? Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make about 20 Reddit accounts, and every time I upload a video, I will just post it on Reddit immediately. Right? That'll be my plan on how to get views. Post everything I do on Reddit. Mind you, it'll get people taking the piss out of me a lot, but it will get me views and it will get me donations. Therefore, so it's like worth it, I reckon.
I got a Elude Stalwart Reddit. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm just posting everything from YouTube over to Reddit.
What I mean,
I gotta
is
update it.
I would let's say I get my top 10 reasons you're an asshole in WoW video, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I would just pop it onto r/bad videos or something, right? A Reddit that a lot of people use, and therefore a lot of people will click said video.
Oh,
Right?
okay. Yeah,
And
that
even though it will
is a
get
good
me
idea.
a million dislikes, it will also probably get me at least 1,000 subs. You know?
Right on. Yes. Even if they are dislikes, like I was saying, it's a strong reaction. You're
Dislike is
provoking a
still
strong reaction. That's good. Because then people love to hate. So all they'll do is follow you just so they can hate, and that's still free publicity.
Still follow me though, dude, isn't it?
Yep. It's like you follow me just to talk shit, bitch. You a fan.
Not wrong, mate. Wow, we're still waiting for a tank. Fucking hell.
They're still waiting, so I got patience as long as they do. I'm just running circles here.
I've got another 50 minutes or so. I've got time.
Okay, we'll do probably just this one if we can finish it. I don't even know. My guess is they can't see my Raider IO score, right? I'm not keeping them away.
Well, I mean, it depends if they inspect you. If they inspect you, you're fucked.
Well, luckily they're war mode or not here, so that's working to my advantage. I should probably just go in, so by the time they get here, I'm already inside. They can't tell.
I can't believe you've actually done it, Kren. I can't believe you actually done it, you fucking madman.
I can't believe you've done this.
Hey, Elude, dude, check out my stream real quick, yeah?
Where is?
1 minute.
I had you up a second ago. Twitch. Tribal Logic. I gotta see this. What is it?
That is amazing, dude. That is 1 minute.
I'm coming.
You've actually put it on r/autism as well.
No! You're gonna get so much hate. People gonna be mad.
Top 10 reasons you're an asshole in WoW on r/autism.
There you go. I see it.
For fuck's sake, right?
Here, I'll get the browser so I can see me say it.
Let me see if it's got any views yet. Well,
Here.
it's actually just gotten like 3 views.
I'll give you a kappa. Already? Yeah, people.
You may have actually like sorted me out here, dude. I knew modding you in my Twitch channel was not a mistake. You're actually pulling your weight, dude.
I did a kappa and it just said kappa. What did I?
Yeah, you need to do a cap. You need to do a capital K, dude.
You know, I haven't been on Twitch in so long.
All the emotes in capital to begin with, dude. What the fuck is that?
Color kappa.
Kappa HD. I don't like that, dude. It's not the same. I might have to ban that in my chat, dude.
Do it. I think that comes with the Prime, though. I think that's like a Prime thing. The HD shit.
I get rid of my Twitch Prime, sadly enough. But
I don't think I still have it active. I think I have it from before. I might. I don't know. I haven't been on Twitch in a while. Other than just streaming to it. Come on. Oh, we lost our party. This probably isn't going to happen. Fuck. I need gear anyway, so I actually feel really bad running these. So,
spam some,
we could do a BG or something. Maybe a quick battleground.
Do for a BG. If we get into one, we get into one. If we don't, we don't.
Well, let's see. You'll queue us, right? The randoms.
Yeah, of course, yeah. I'm not going to queue us
Dog
to epic
live.
battlegrounds though, because the Alliance tend to win the epic battlegrounds, and frankly, I don't want to lose a battleground.
And those take longer too, right? I have no honor. 0 honor kills.
If
This
you're
is-
part of the Horde, honor is a big deal, you know what I mean?
Oh, here are the affixes. I didn't realize you could just look them up. They're sanguine, necrotic, and infested. Oh shit.
Is that this what you gives it?
Yeah. Fortified, sanguine, necrotic, and infested. If you hit, I think it's, is it H? No, J? No, I? I forget what the hotkey is for Mythic Dungeons, but it's in the Dungeon Finder. There's a tab at the bottom.
Fair.
I did at least once, so I'll get a chest.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Your weekly chest will contain a piece of item level 350 gear. So it tells you as high as you go what your reward will be too. That's new.
I haven't done any pluses this week, but then again, I'm not too fussed. I'm more focused on leveling my alliance tune now. So maybe I can get into a good alliance raiding guild, you know what I mean?
Right on.
Maybe that'll give me more reason to play the game again.
Before we go from here, I want to get onto, like, I just want to create a placeholder character on that server that you got the ally guy on.
Yeah.
So I could at least be there, and then I'll make a demon hunter over there since, well, fuck.
Yeah, it's
Nah, you gotta have the demon hunter on the same server as your main, right? So I would.
Yeah, you have to have it on a place where you've been at least level 100, I think. You need to be level 100 to make it. Or
Okay.
90 or something. I don't know, it's something like that.
Yeah, I'd probably have to do it like a death knight or something then instead. But I'll at least placeholder that damn dungeon. 11-minute BGQ?
70? What do you mean 70? Has he got 70 views, dude? Has he just doubled in views because of you?
What? Say
Friend,
what?
I swear down, if it's just doubled in views, I'm gonna actually kill you.
People are gonna be mad.
No, never mind. You mean 70 because you need to be level 70 to make a demon hunter. That's right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I could bang out 10 levels on a DK.
Yeah.
And then I'll just make the ally demon hunter after that.
No problem there, dude.
I didn't realize I still had that up, guys. I try to do fancy shit with my transitions and stuff, or even my audio, and then I'll leave it like, I'll go 2 hours with my mic muted, having like a full stream. So all you see is like a muted gameplay for 2 hours.
I could have just murdered him. I could, you know.
So bad.
I'm gonna fucking murder this guy.
I need to get my war mode on. You get like increased rewards on war mode, right?
Yeah, he looks like Arthur, so I'm gonna have to kill him.
See if I can get this rare.
I might actually die. Yeah, he's getting healed as well.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm fucked. You know what though? It's fine. It's fine. I deserve this. I deserve this. I deserve this. You know what I should have done? I should have fought him close at the instance portal so I could have just went into the instance.
I can't res you when we're separated.
No, it's fine. I could have murdered that guy, right? If it wasn't a 2v1. Another problem with BFA, right? Another problem with BFA is that they made it so in war mode PvP, right? If you are not level 120, if you are between 110 and 120, you basically deal more damage to 120 players, so you can't just get ganked.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That was a very early change they made, and as a result, that guy was basically dealing shit tons of damage. At 114. How much damage was he doing? Well,
if he was geared, you gotta be geared for your level. So like your stats, the way they scale is if you got.
No, just in general. If you're a low.
So if you're shit geared and someone rolls up on you, you're still like doing really good damage against them.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Basically, yeah.
Oh shit.
You know, if you're not 120, what you could do actually, now I think about it, is you could make a 110 character, right? Get him to 111 or something.
Yeah.
Twink him, like get tons of good gear on him, and just roll.
Yeah. Well, see, like, that's how I thought it worked. Is if you were like the best twinked geared, you know, for your level, then your stats are baselined as a 120, and then it looks at your secondary stats. So if you got like 40% crit at your current level, if you hit one more level, that'll be like 35% crit with the same amount of crit, right? And then if you level again, it'll go down to 30 because the higher your level, the more crit you need to get that high percentage. So
it's a weird system, honestly, but at the same
I remember it in SWTOR working the same, where they just baseline you, they give you level 120 base stats, and then however geared you are is how much better you are, like at that level. But as you level up, your gear is like less because you haven't changed it out for the next level. Your item level becomes
Hopefully we get into a battleground soon, blimey.
Yeah, it's another 10. It's 11 minutes. We've been in 6, so we got like 5 more minutes. I'm just watching this rare over here. This 1.4 million health blighted monstrosity. They've killed him already, but I missed it. I'm trying to see if I can catch more people coming to kill him. I can't solo a 1.5 million health mob though. I am bitten. Oh, bitten. I thought he said bitten. I was like, what the hell does that mean? You vampire, bro?
In it.
In it?
In it.
What's that?
In it? I don't know.
Oh.
I have no idea, dude.
I think I could take the Coven Headmistress here.
I have no idea what the fuck I'm listening to right now. Yeah, that's a problem with Electro Swing now. It tends to lead you down weird playlist paths and you end up in a part of YouTube that nobody wants to really be in.
Is that what it is? It's YouTube?
Yeah, it's just a YouTube playlist, dude.
Right on. Yeah,
Yeah,
I do
I'm gonna
mixes
skip
and
this
stuff.
part of YouTube and put something else on.
I haven't heard it yet. I am curious what Electro Swing. Is that what you just search as Electro Swing?
To search Electro Swing, yeah.
Let's see what
It's
the
an
hell.
interesting type of music.
Fortnite Electro Swing.
Not Fortnite Electro Swing. No. anything like that.
That was the first result. It was like,
Fucking really? 1 minute.
for me, I put Electro hyphen Swing, no spaces, and then it shows like a Fortnite character.
Wow. You're not even wrong.
I don't know why. You know Fortnite there, and then there's like different dances and other videos like that. Oh shit. Here, Best of Electro Swing Mix March 2018.
No, dude. I'm just gonna quick put a stream on BRB, alright? I have to check my phone real quick, yeah?
Okay.
2 minutes go.
Oh, this is kind of nice. It's like elevator music. It's kind of like show tunes. Like that little na 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 na. Doing like a little foxtrot. Oh, and then the beat kicks in? Yeah. That's okay. Might be too loud for you guys though. Tribal showing me the new ish here. Let's bring that down to about right there. How we feel about that? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's good. That's good stuff. Okay. We're gonna chill with the Electro Swing and get all this copyright strikes. Honestly, like, I don't care if I get copyright or anything like that because I don't think this is the video that's gonna make me millions 10 years from now. So I think we can afford to get copyrighted. He just AFK'd. I hope he got that. I don't know if he got that done, that accept. But what's cool about PvP that's different from others, if you're doing dungeons and stuff, it's like that instant. But if you're PvPing, you get like a 2-minute little timer before you get kicked out.
Back. My post on r/autism got removed. Well, Kren, put it in like a different subreddit. Like,
Dope!
put it somewhere where everyone will see it.
Try our Elude Stalwart. I hear everybody goes there.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. Steven Shaw. I don't think I've actually done this before.
This is Fortnite. Or this was Blizzard's first impression of Fortnite. It's just like Arathi Basin, where you just have to interrupt them from capping.
I'll be honest with you, mate. I think it's to be stuck in one place. Oh, there's no sorry.
Oh shit.
In the live view.
Damn.
So yeah, I guess
I just died.
What
Okay.
the fuck? Why is a Minecraft song playing on my stream?
A Rut-Row Raggy?
Why the fuck is this on a mix? Why?
What is it?
But, I don't know. It's the fucking Minecraft song starts playing. Now I'm getting ganked. Well, not ganked.
Like the really peaceful one, the C-130 something?
No, like a Minecraft parody song.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go.
You remember the parody songs, right?
Yeah.
They used to be proper bangers back in the day.
My son still listens to them, like the king that used to rule the world or something
man,
like that.
you're saving my life here. Good man.
Yeah, I wanted to focus you so I can keep my eye on where you're at. There we go.
Right,
I'm gonna try to stick with you.
I have no idea what we're meant to do in this battleground.
Everywhere you see those big jets streaming up in the air is it's like ore, and they have to mine it, but you have to interrupt them from mining it so they don't cap it.
Right.
So what I do is I just kamikaze suicide mission and hold them off as long as possible. But you don't get a whole lot of kills doing that, but you do win the match doing that.
So it's an interesting strategy.
It's like a Arathi Basin though. As long as you can keep them from capping, that's better for you.
In my case, I just got massacred.
Same. There's so many. They say, what the fuck is this bug? They're on their ship taking Azurite. Find out who and report it? So somehow they're getting Azurite on their ship? I don't understand.
How can you get Azurite on your ship?
None too sure.
Oh yeah, Nirvana's light calls here. Of course he is.
Yeah.
Can this guy just die already? What?
Okay.
Whoa, this is cool.
Oh, get off me. The rocket? That's cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Oh, sorry about the train. Let me mute myself. I know that shit's loud.
The ruffle train going near. What? You on a train track or something right now? What the fuck, dude? Alright, this is Feral Druid. Do you want to play that game again?
There we go.
Where the fuck did you go?
I heard, I was watching yesterday's stream and a train came by while I was streaming and that shit was loud. It was louder than normal because I got a different mic. My dog ate my last mic. So
How would you let a dog eat a mic, dude?
I was at my brother's house. He's got this feral. It actually is a feral dog too. Like there are dogs that are native to North America, and they are a feral species. And I guess somebody domesticated it.
So I'd almost capture this as right now, but then suddenly the entire force of the alliance just
Paratrooping in.
like their entire team. I got treatment. Slaying an enemy for 30 seconds of landing. I mean, I definitely didn't kill anyone, but sure. Okay, Liz. Sure. My dog needs balance. What's that meant to mean, friend?
Damn. I tried taunting somebody that was hitting the node. I guess that doesn't do anything. Ah, my Hand of Reckoning's different. That sucks. Hand of Reckoning used to hit for like 100 or 200 damage. Some small amount of damage, but it still did damage. Now it's just the taunt. No damage. That would have been good to know. I'm noticing that with a few of my moves. Have you experienced that at all? Where you expect your moves to be a certain way, but they've changed it? Shit don't work there.
Yeah, it's strange that, but it's balance, not feral. Oh, for fuck's sake, Fred. The proper, like, wow, dad joke, that dude. Alright, just, again, I almost got the Azurite mode, and then the entire force of the Alliance crashes down on me.
Yeah, I'm here too. I was trying to stun that demon hunter. He's almost dead.
How big is this battle? It's a tiny battleground.
Yeah, it's 10v10.
Very, very small.
We're one short right now, though. I hate that when people join and they see that you're losing, but they leave immediately. And then you're like... It's like if you weren't losing already, that now you're really losing. But it's like, why are you going to take a 15-minute deserter debuff and set your entire faction back? Because You can't just wait 5 minutes and get rolled over like we are right now. Like, I don't mind losing if we lose fast like this.
Yeah, that's fine, I guess.
But I don't know. I feel like just leaving a battleground sets you back and other people back. So it's like double destructive. Damn nihilistic people.
Oh, yeah, I found supply crates.
I'm just north of you at this node.
I didn't get it.
And I got murked immediately.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, okay, never mind. Apparently I am.
This is over. They got one more. If they get one more, we're done.
I think we're done anyway, dude.
Yeah, I think we were done the moment we got in. But this druid is saying they were hacking or they were doing some exploit or something the whole time.
Dude, he's probably just a sore loser, isn't he?
Maybe. Druidette. It's not a very good name. He must be from the 90s, though. Druidette. He's probably a she. Because I forget what it was. It was like, have you seen Short Circuit with the little robot? That's what.
No.
Short Circuit. With Johnny Number 5?
The fuck? How was the blood DK doing the most damage in that?
I guess not.
Okay. No, I have not bit.
It was probably before your time, actually, because it was early 90s.
I'm only a young bastard, if you remember.
I can't even remember the show that I'm referencing anyways, because that robot was on his own kids show, like like Mr. Rogers or something, but it had that robot. And he's like, you know, a 90s hip guy, so he'd refer to everybody as like dude and dudette. That's where I first heard that term, dudette. What the fuck is a dudette?
Dude and dudette.
Yeah.
Terminologies.
Yeah, so it's like an old person thing.
It's not old, but it's like it's older.
I think that person there was at least 30, 40 something, wigging out about hacks.
Fair.
Okay, I think that's it, man. Are we? I mean, we didn't get shit done.
we got so much done. We got everything done today.
It was still fun though.
It was quite fun.
And thank you. I got a key this week. I'll get a chest.
Absolutely nothing gets done ever.
Yeah, I guess.
Everyone's kind of fuck around, dude.
Right on. But I still enjoyed it. That was good times.
I did enjoy it.
And I think with that, folks, we're going to go ahead and wrap up today's episode of Elude Stalwart playing World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth. I appreciate you coming and hanging out, Tribaleyes. And shout out to Tribal Logic Stream, all you guys out there capping up the chat.
I appreciate being invited, matey.
Right on.
I like this. This is great. This is great.
We should do it again sometime.
We should do this again sometime, 100%. While I'm stuck on this loading screen. Lovely.
Yeah, I'm watching you stuck on the loading screen.
Okay, cool. Now I'm off the loading screen, but no, never mind. All right, everything's fine. Cool.
All right, guys, y'all take it easy.
Well.
Adios, Tribal. Take it easy, man.
Adios, Elude, man. You have a good one.
Later.
Bit, mate.